Because you don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished because we got each other.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Got to be quick on the draw on these with these OBS machines, right? What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night for Wednesday night review on Beyond Wednesdays. Say that 3 times fast and drink each time I say Wednesday. We got to make a drinking game whenever Hood's around, just to get people plastered. I don't think whenever Hood's around, I start saying dude more and bro more. It's all right. Yeah. So
for sure.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Wednesday night. Hope you enjoyed that session. It was excellent. It's getting hot here in Phoenix, so it's harder and harder to be out whenever the burning sun is out. It's like everything is on fire. So every once in a while I'll jump out there and chill for a session, and it's always nice to do it right before a show. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me set everything else up. How you guys doing today? What are you guys up to?
Hanging out, did another sale. We're going to Vegas. Everybody's going to Heroes, but I don't live that far from Vegas. So I'm going to the Tame show where there's only not as many guests and celebrities and exclusives and everything else, but get to hang out downtown where it's relatively cheap for Vegas. Drew will be there tomorrow. Rabbits are already over there. Sean will be there at some point. And yeah, I'm ready for a little relaxing con. And the cool thing about it being, a little bit more low key and that I can drive there is I can bring like a wagon and I can bring books home that aren't like exclusives or autographs and stuff like that. So like I can go dollar bin and nowadays $2 bin digging and $2.50 bin.
$2 bins, yeah.
Yeah, 4 for $10 digging, whatever the hell it is, right? So hopefully I'm gonna come home with like some boxes of like fun stuff and get to do Comic-Con, the fun way.
Well, it's definitely con weekend, man. You got both sides of the country having a con going on.
Right.
Heroes Con is supposed to be very interesting. A lot of creators there, no doubt. We'll see how that plays out. Heroes Con's always a good con. I don't think that anybody said anything about being a bad con.
It's a great show, man. Like so many good artists there. And I'm kind of bummed I'm not going to it this weekend. I was going to go because my buddies Dave Andry and Chris Alvarez are going to be there, set up at in Artist Alley. And I was originally going to go, but then I've got this Magic the Gathering convention. Sorry to be super nerd, guys, but in Vegas this weekend, and then also weirdly enough, the Amazing Vegas show this weekend too. So busy weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend though. It's a fun one. Chill out and enjoy yourself. Speaking of Magic, like all that, I've seen all these crazy sales with those Final Fantasy boxes. It's been nuts what those things are selling
it's
for.
Insane, dude. Insane. Like they're saying that the Final Fantasy set was like their biggest selling set ever, which I think Lord of the Rings was the previous one, which is crazy too when you think about like the how big these IPs are. And yeah, it's massive. And then they did the short prints of the like this like chocobo, the traveling chocobo card. And so there's like 3 different versions or 4. No, there's 5 versions. There's like different neon colors. There's like a black foil Japanese print, and then there's the gold edition, which is of a print of, it's numbered out of 77, and those are fucking crazy. So
Man, the new card, that the TCG card that comes in, what's it called? Exquisite Corpses. I saw that people were posting their new one that came out, right? The one just came out for issue number 2. People got
there were issue 2, and then there issue number 1, second print 1 in 10 had a card as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Hood, what's going on, brother?
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
Y'all couldn't wait for me?
Yeah, we did. What else was I going to say? Did you guys hear? Okay. I'm glad this will take us into a couple good topics. So, did you guys hear what DC is going to do with Batman? Get ready for the blind bags, baby. Batman #1, September 3rd. Multiple variant covers, blind bag foil editions, giant size special editions. So here's a bunch of the covers. The blind bag era is here, you guys. It's 100% here.
It sure is.
It is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's gonna sell more
you go
books,
back
man. I'm selling Battle Beast blind bags every day. Right? Open them. Most people want them opened.
Bro.
People try to shame them into opening them. You know, like I wish I had more, but the dude came through on the ones that I got. So
I'm gonna scream, dude. Like, are you serious, dude? Like, y'all better not even say any of these covers are really good, dude.
I like the Is this Delato?
Delato's good.
Delato's good.
I know they're introducing in this. This is very Adam West looking, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I'm just saying, if this was 2017, we wouldn't like any of these covers, bro.
Well, here's the thing. People are going to love them because they're going to be in a blind bag. MSRP, let's see here. What's the MSRP on the blind bag?
$24.99.
No.
I read in
That's a
reverse.
showcase wraparound variant by Art Germ. We'll get that one. I want to know what the blind bag's going to sell for.
Like, who drew that last one, dude?
This one right
go
here?
back up? No, up.
That's
up,
Art Germ
up.
right there. That's the Art Germ one that's so expensive.
That's okay. You know, look, but who
Yeah.
drew that?
I think it's quietly.
Oh, man.
No,
yeah.
that's quietly, bro.
I think so. I mean, it looks like it quietly.
Looks pretty quietly to me.
Wow.
Yeah. There's Cubert. Imagine who's
I'm not gonna say anything anymore. I'm not gonna say.
Come on, give me those hot takes. Let's go, Hood.
Here you go. Here's another foil that you're gonna get with the new symbol.
Oh wow! Gotta get that.
You know, and this is ultimately where it's going to get tough, right? Because there's only so many artists, and if you're going to be like, hey, we're going to do 10, 20, 30 covers for a blind bag or whatever it is, right? Or for any issue, it's like, you know, you're going to get a pretty wide array of stuff, right? There's only so many, you know, Renejos and, you know, Mark Brookses or, you know, top tier dudes or, you know, Jim Lees and, you know, Ottley's that can do stuff. So I think, you know, you're just going to see a lot of, you know, and you're going to have a lot of different covers, man. And I think it's hard to make them all home runs, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You think Jim Lee looks at these covers and he goes,
No.
I'm the best.
No, I don't even think he looks at these covers.
Says it in his mind. He goes, do you want me to fix it for you guys? I can fix
Doesn't
it.
even take a look.
Right.
He's too busy.
You know,
being
I
chased
know
around
that
by
like
CBC.
having dealt with the guys that, you know, talking to, you know, the Skybound guys, when you're dealing with, you know, whether it's, you know, you look at the Walking Dead Deluxe, right? And there's a ton of different covers for every issue, right? Every single issue's got, you know, 3-4 different variants. Battle Beast, all the G.I. Joe stuff. You got to think like It's a pretty amazing time to be a cover artist right now, because you're probably getting hit up by everybody. And then if every publisher is going to start doing blind bags in different ways for whatever special releases, you're going to see just a ton of guys being like pulled in there, dude. And it's going to be a lot of stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think it's fun. I'm all for the blind bag stuff. Don't get me wrong. We're going to see some bad ones.
Sure.
But
yeah. And that's going to tell people who do kind of like we've talked about, you know, just kind of do a half-assed idea, and they're just like, I'm going to throw this together and hopefully sell a bunch of books. And, you know, I think at some point, I think the things that the cream's going to rise to the top. And I think people are just gonna be like, hey man, if you can't reach this bar, we're not going to jump in anymore. You know,
Yep. It's going to be very interesting.
Hi, Nathan's like over under 5 blind bags for SDCC over.
Mm-hmm.
If you count guys doing smaller stuff, right? So you're not like, here's a big release. I think there's going to be a lot of smaller dudes putting little blind bags together. A lot of creators are going to do their own blind bags. And in that way, I think if that counts, then you're definitely going to be over 5. If it comes into from like publishers, I think you'll have a different number. I mean, actual full ones, probably smaller than that for like actual big publishers doing stuff, but you're going to see a bunch.
It's going to help a lot of retailers and creators put out work too, in a better way, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I hope so, but it's also like, you know, like I think with what Hood's saying is like, dude, if we're gonna get a bunch of crap, like I'm not gonna want to buy crap. Like I'll buy the ones that I want and then not worry about trying to chase it. You know,
Yeah.
It gets into the hard part too, where you look at like, you know, compared to Magic the Gathering, right? So like, you know, like these freaking boxes or these collector boxes are selling for like, you know, $700, $800, $900 right now for a sealed box, because you're chasing like these rare variants and stuff. So, you know, I always say this too, like with the thing about like, you know, when you compare Magic to comics and stuff, is like Magic intrinsically has a value beyond reading. Every card you can play in a game, you can use all the time. There's stuff that you can always do. No matter how crappy the card is, you can still play it, right? A comic could be just a bad comic. It could just be a bad cover, and you're like, oh, cool, this goes in the pile. Like it never gets shared, never gets read. No one's like, hey, I need one of those for a deck or something like that. They're just there. And then you get stuck with, you know, a stack of 125 Golden Man cards.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit, because we're in this era and there's going to be mistakes. And that was a big mistake. I'm sure when, you know, Mark might jump on with us tonight. We'll see. But if he does, I'm sure.
By the way, shout out to Entenmann's Rose Lemonade Soda.
Ooh.
It's like these are great. It's dope.
Yeah, I got to check this out.
Intimate soda. All right.
So, you know, like there's this new thing that publishers and you know, printers are going to have to start doing more, is they're going to have to be doing these blind bags and figuring out how to do them. And you know,
well, can I say something? Like Clutch laid down a template on how to do a blind bag correctly. Like it takes planning, right? And Clutch, like you guys planned that. From this looks like a last minute cash grab. Like where are the incentives? Like those are all variants. Where's like a chase? Like holy shit! Like a gold. Where's the golden ticket?
Yeah.
What is there going to be autos? Because then that's different.
That's a great point.
But if it's just these variants,
it's a great point.
If it's just these variants, come on, man.
Yeah.
What's the point?
If there's something else in there too, that would be massive, right? So if you're like, oh, cool, like, hey, guess what? They're surprised, like we're putting sketches, we're doing this stuff in there, then that makes it different. But if it's just like,
of course,
here's 5 different covers, and you get, you know, you're just gonna get one of these different 5 covers, and that's just like, if I'm looking for one, I will wait to get that one. I'm not gonna play the game, because that is the chase. When you go back to the whole thing, the whole inception, like when we all started talking about this stuff. It's like we want that the feel of opening big hits from trading cards, right? So Topps, Panini, these guys know what they're doing. They've been doing it for so long. They're like, hey man, this is a template. Like you've got chases, you got different parallels, you got all these different things in here. And like that's what the hunt is. It's not just like, hey man, I'm just looking for this dude's. Like if you're making short print, maybe one of those could be short print and there's only 100 of them, like then that's a different story. But if they're all just like even print run, just even mix, like there's no real chase to that. Then than doing the
Right.
stuff.
So
Right?
like I open up a blind, hey, I got a 1 in 100, and then Aaron Yeep, me too. Come on. Like I can already see that.
I haven't seen a lot of 1/100s of the John Boys get pulled for Battle Beast. So
I mean, Skybound did a great thing when they did that, because they announced like, hey, like we're gonna put these ratios in there, but at the ratio. So there's not like 10,000. I mean, look, for the one in, I guess the one in one in like 25s, there's probably that many based on how many they did, but like they're not like there's not gonna if you get a 1 in 1,000, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance of getting one of those in there. So every 1,000 bags, there's one of those in there. So there's 200, maybe there's 200 1 in 1,000s that are out there, but like not to be able to like, hey, you're gonna get everyone's gonna pull the same 1 in 100s, like then that loses the value of what that book is, right?
Here's a possibility, right? You have the Batman blind bags, and you pull a sketch, right? And with the option to ship it back, and you receive like the sketch is the chase.
Yeah.
You ship it, and you could have one of those artists that are doing one of those variants do a sketch cover for you, a 1 of 1. Now that's a chase.
Have you
Sure.
guys been paying attention to what's going on in Garbage Pail Kids as of late, with the
No,
new
what's going on?
releases and the buybacks? Have you guys seen these?
Oh, it's Topps doing like are they doing a buyback program for Garbage Pail Kids like they do with like the Topps baseball cards and stuff?
100%. Check this out. So, Topps is putting in buyback cards, old cards where they stamp them, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So, here's the thing: if these companies are going to start doing,
Good Lord.
blind bags, take a cue from the card world, because we love those old things. That was one of the best things about the Battle Beast eBay blind bags trading packs, because they had that old original stuff in there, and there's so much that these companies can quote unquote buy back from, or that type of game. So
Yeah.
they
I
got to make
think-
them fun and interesting, and
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah, I think one of the issue comes in is the fact that like this is still so new, right, to comics, right? So unless you're a person like like you guys who like when we were talking about stuff, like I've been a card guy since I was 11, right? I got my first pack of of Upper Deck, and I got the Ken Griffey Jr. Star Rookie. I was like, oh frick, I'm hooked, whatever, that stuff, and you guys probably have been doing it for as long, if not longer. But like we've been in that game, like we've been jumping into breaks, we've been buying stuff, like we've seen that too. Not a lot of people who probably work at publishers are in that same space as well, because they work at the publishing side. They're not they may have the same fandoms or whatever, but they're not there, so they don't jump into that stuff. So I think just this lack of like knowledge and history about how this stuff works. Like I've sitting there, I've watched hours of videos of like Panini behind the scenes of like watching them like cut up like jerseys and how they put those into cards and how they slot them in there, stuff like that stuff. I'm so fascinated by that process, and that's why like in my brain of like when I was putting the Battle Beast eBay packs together, like I'm like I could only do it myself, because like I can't have someone else do it. Like it's got to be, the care is going to be thrown in there to do it right. And yeah, sorry, getting worked up on this one.
No, but you have it right. Like clearly, like were these people kids at one time? Like there's no excuse. Like this is a layup. How do you get this wrong? Like just putting variants in a blind that.
Especially
The
if you
thing is, we
have,
don't
Bro,
know-
I
we
got
don't know
no
where it's
problem
going
with
yet.
a million blind bags going down at SDC. Give me a golden ticket or a thought of, man, I have a chance to win something big. Like, I could be wrong. DC just put this out. They may have something in the works, but it can't just be variants. Like, we get variants on New Comic Book Day all the time. What's the
Yeah.
chase? You're just putting them in a bag for me. That's
Yeah.
all you're doing.
Yeah, make it fun
Yeah.
and interesting, and
Yeah,
listen,
make it fun.
You just
Sorry,
saw.
I'm getting all pissed off, but I'm tired of it.
Well, we just saw two people who started talking about the love of the old days. That nostalgia right there is infectious.
That's what gets me worked up. You
Yeah.
guys had to go there.
Yeah.
And these, whenever you're doing these, it's just a call out to everybody. If you're hearing this, if you're gonna make these blind bags, make them cool, man. Don't half-ass it. Do yourself a favor, do us a favor, do us all a favor. We like them, and there's
like
trust me, there's going to
DC
be
could've-
some that are going to be
DC
so
could
damn
have
good.
really, they got Superman going on. They got all these positive things going on with James Gunn. Man, they could have really dropped a hammer by doing like, get a one of one Jim Lee sketch or something like that. Like DC's on fire, and they could have just dropped the hammer and said, here we go. Like, you got great. How long does it, like, Clutch had all those sketch covers from all the different arts? Like, you cannot tell me that just a simple sketch takes 5 minutes. You ain't that busy, bro. Draw something. Like, I bet if we asked Mark Spears, he'd do 10 sketches for us if he wanted to. And he's busy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's early enough that they can be like, hey, let's do this cool stuff and
Holy shit.
add stuff in.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
What's up, man?
What?
Vincenzo.
Bro, we got the band back together, bro.
Oh, dude.
Bro, you about to pop up here or what, dude? What's going on?
Hey, is Rich gonna pop on this
Is
too?
is that AI?
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, is that AI or is that Vinny, man?
That's
Hell
AJ.
yeah. How's it going, Vinny?
Good, man. How are you?
What's up, dude?
Vinny's dealing with life circumstances of the move, the one and only great weakness of everybody moving.
Yeah.
If you need someone to hold on to some really rare graded SNES games, you can just send them over here. Like we'll take good care. We'll put them on the shelf.
Yeah.
I feel like a bunch of people have been telling me that. That's great.
Yeah, dude.
Have you moved or are you in the process of moving?
Nah, I'm in the process.
You could just let your dad have your cousin hold him.
I know.
Be good, dude.
That's how I lost all my NES games originally.
Yeah, man. So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We'll be getting into the the idea of the pack throughout the show. It's such a big thing for the future, and we're gonna be I think a lot of people are gonna be talking about it a lot when it comes to the future of comics. It's going to be crazy, especially for San Diego. Like you said, Clutch, there's going to be a lot of those mystery packs for sure.
Let us know. And I hope the ones that are good, and we'll see. And people will like it. We're in such a state of the industry where like everything happens so fast, and you'll have people will put up videos that weekend of Comic-Con saying, hey, this is bunk or this is great, and you're gonna see it. And the good thing is people will be like, I'm not gonna jump into this one because it's not worth the time or the money or whatever. And people are gonna find out quick.
Well, real quick, I do want to, speaking of before we got a really good market report from Vinny tonight, which is cool. Before we get into that, I want to ask your guys' thoughts on this new. Have you guys seen this Courtyard.io play on collectibles market and what's going on? Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on OpenSea also, like on the NFT trading platform.
Yep.
I saw
On
it
the
there.
blockchain. So you can see like everything that's going, everybody who's bought it, what they've bought it for. But here's the crazy thing. So they're basically virtual vending machines, and you can just go buy any type of pack. You can go, let's go buy a $25 sports starter pack. Here's the last pack that was bought 3 minutes ago. It was $25. A person pulled a 2024 Topps Now Shohei Ohtani 9.5, right? And what did they do with it? They immediately sold it back for $19.80, right? And you can do that. You can just sit here and press a button all day until you get something that you like. You're going to lose money, or you might make money. You can sell something back if you got.
What does that go for? Like, what are the comps on that?
That's a great
But
question.
this isn't a real physical. This is just a digital.
No, this is a
Right?
real
it exists.
physical
It's
It's an
card.
actual real card.
Yes, and you can.
It
It's in a
exists.
vault.
Yeah, you can get it. You can get it shipped to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
And check this
yeah, I
out.
want
They
that,
have
ship it to me.
they have odds of what you can get in each pack, right? So in the $25 pack, you have a 0.84% chance of getting something $200 to $400. Okay.
Okay.
You have a let's see here, 35, so 67% chance to get your money back, right? Is that what it is? No, 35% chance to get your money back. So
Man, that's a good looking baseball card. Like, I
but
don't
so
think
check
I
this
would-
out, okay? They got it
for
for
20 for
everything.
25 bucks.
They got it for everything. And this, shout out to Swag, who's in the chat. He asked about this earlier. I guess
What's
it's a
up, Swag?
10K buy. I don't know what the buy-in on this type of stuff is, but this company is making $50 million a month doing this.
What are we doing?
Well, hold on,
I'm
bro.
done. I quit.
Yeah, what the hell am I doing? Just
Hold
sitting
on.
here,
Let's
dude?
buy some packs, bro. Let's go.
Check this out. So here's why I'm bringing this up. Look at this. Guess who just signed a deal to bring comic packs to their vending machines? Courtyard IO teaming up with CGC. Look at this. So
Damn.
these
so
are
they
coming.
got comic books at their.
Yeah,
These are
facility?
coming.
Hey,
So-
we'll take this guy's A5. We're gonna put it up for sale.
Here's
Screw
the
it.
thing
I
that
don't care.
Here's the thing that blows me away on this. When I asked Rob, Northeast Ohio Sports Cards, and Swag, I said, what do the dealers think about all these repack things in the sports card world? Because it's the biggest thing in the sports card world, repacking.
Yeah.
And Rob goes, they love it because they get to sell all their product to these guys constantly. He goes, I was at a con last week. There was like, probably like 60% of the stuff was sold to repackers.
Courtyard, hit me up, boss.
Right?
I'm
Right?
here. I'm here for it.
So if one of the hardest things for retailers to sell are slabs, here's the market for it right here.
So where's CGC getting the inventory?
Well, they're not giving them the inventory. They're going to do some type of promotion with them, probably like this company does with PSA. But these are your new mystery packs. Also in this term, like here's your blind bags
God.
right here
Wild.
for old stuff.
and
crazy,
supposedly it's safekeeping as well. Like,
Yeah,
that's already in a. Okay, I own it. I have high res scans. It's already in a safe.
So 1,200
know?
packs, $200 each. Chance to pull books worth up to $2K, and then it's a 90% fair market value buyback immediately. That's
Immediately.
crazy.
Where is the
Wow.
fair
Yes,
market value though come from? Where does it come from?
There was
That's
a
what I
guy that
wanna-
posted a video about it in the Beyond Wednesday Discord today. He made a video about flipping this all day, and he doubled his money.
Wow.
And I didn't watch the video yet, but it's in
Say
our
what?
Discord.
On just the comics or on the cards?
I believe just comics. Look in our Discord. It's somewhere.
So
From
this is
today.
already live and going on right
There's
now.
a guy that dropped it on his YouTube. I did not watch it for that. Jesus, sorry. But I saw the comments after it. So
Where's it at?
I'll try to find it.
Is it
I mean,
in?
aside from the packs, if you think about it, this is kind of what people have been trying to do with blockchain forever, right? Because you can then flip it. It's contained in a vault. Yeah, you can sell it digitally. You can get the physical version. I mean, it's exactly what they've been wanting to do forever.
So, like,
This
Comic Drama
reminds
alert.
me of
I got
when,
it.
when I was a kid and I would go to cons and I'd buy packs and I get the star, flip it, get more packs, keep all
Yeah.
the semi-stars.
1,000.
And it was a game me and my cousin used to play, like
Let's
who can
open
take
some
$5
comic
and,
pack.
and get a whole shitload of cards. So
Here's another question. So like, when they do the buyback, do they put that book back into the mix so that you can someone can
Yes.
get that book again?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's like, so it just kind of keeps feeding the monster.
Yes.
So like
wow.
they'll have
Yeah.
those like, so that technically you can just keep going until someone finally stops and they're all out.
Until everybody keeps their book.
So this is shout out to James over at MJ Comics. He's a really good content creator over in the UK. He actually jumped on with this on
Oh,
Saturday
yeah, his
night.
stuff's great.
Yeah. Here, check this out.
On courtyard.io. URL linked up. I'm hoping for a heavy hitter. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm genuinely nervous. Let's have a look. Oh man, here we go. We got. Oh, got an ISM
So he just bought something.
300. That's pretty good. 9.0.
He's got an ASM 9.
Yeah, that's see what I can sell for $413.90.
Hold on.
Oh my god, this is the comic pack, and then there's a $10 service fee.
So he purchased one pack. Here we go. Wow, I didn't know James did this. All right.
Credit card.
$200.
Finally been able to purchase this comic pack. I'm nervous. It costs $210, so it's $200 for the comic pack, and then there's a $10 service fee. I paid for that. Let's click and see what I picked up. I'm hoping for a heavy hitter. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm genuinely nervous. Let's have a look. Oh man, here we go. We got. Oh, got an ISM 300. That's pretty good. 9.0. Yeah, that's see what I can sell for $413.90.
Look at that. You instantly just made $200. Tell me this isn't going to get crazy, you guys.
This is so dangerous. I mean, I'm not saying I just didn't sign up right now, but it's very dangerous.
I almost, dude, I was here today. Like, I'm busy. I'm leaving. I'm trying to do a con thing. I'm still cleaning up Dallas. I've had live sales like a lot. And so I see stuff like this. I'm like, dude, this will take 3 hours of my freaking day. I'll buy a fucking pack right now. Like, I'm like, Sean, just let it be, dude. You know, you're good. You're good.
I wish you hadn't shown this to me, Brian.
Dude, this is not good.
God
Hold
damn
on.
Oh my god, this is this is crazy to me. I already own a 9.6. If it had been a 9.8, I would have kept it. I don't know what to do right now. I don't want it, so I'm gonna sell it. I'm actually shaking because I don't know what to do. Do I have another go? Do I claim that money back? What do I do?
Do
What would
it,
you guys
bro!
do? This is insane. This is genuinely.
Who is he selling it to?
Sell your comic, dick.
What's that,
to
Vinny?
the- back
He's
to
selling
the
it back
company.
to the company. So this
Yeah.
is
Back
all
Back in the
online.
tail, he went fishing.
You purchase a unknown, right? It's $200, and you have a chance to get a hit, and they'll buy whatever back from you at 90% fair market value immediately, and you can go again. And if you want,
I mean,
you
that's
have
not bad because if you look on eBay, the last two, I guess the last one was like 460 or best offer. So I don't know how much it sold for, but so it probably wasn't that much different from where you could sell it back to here. I mean, maybe
he sold it back at $400. Does he buy 2 more packs?
watch. This is crazy.
Like that, surely. Hold on, let me pause this. I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm gonna ask for some advice, and that's fine. So let's accept that.
So
I
he
didn't know this.
$389
What I've just found
back
out is that once
with
this is
the
bought
fee.
back, it will go back into the vending machine. So any big hitters that have been won and people like myself,
All right, here we go.
incredible. Please let it be something incredible. System's a bit slow. Here we go.
Bought another one.
I like this little sequence here.
Let's
so click to reveal,
go.
purchase one pack. Oh, let's click to reveal, guys. This is potentially the last one. If we get another hit, we could be going or not. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get.
Come on,
Let's see what
baby.
we get. What do we get? What do we
Big
get? What do we
money.
get?
Let's
We get
go.
Batman Adventures, Mad Love, 9.8. 1994, Origin of Hard.
Wow. All right, how much of the
Good
buyback?
He's
on this?
killing
See what the
it.
value is.
Keep
It's
going,
250.
baby.
250
Killing the game.
buyback.
Oh,
That's not bad. That's actually not bad.
Mad Love's
Looks
only
great,
about
fantastic colours, like a
$250
cruise tin.
now.
Cheap.
Definitely crazy. That's a cool
All right, here
animation.
we go.
So
What?
click to reveal
That
the card.
hurts my
Let's
heart.
go.
He's buying a card
Let's have a look,
now.
guys. Let's hopefully get something cool. We've got sound on this. Can I have sound on the comic ones? I don't know what. So we've got a 2006 Japanese promo victory medal from the Gym Challenger silver stamp or something like that. Let's see what the value is. It's $97. Yes! Yes! We're back in the money, baby.
Keep going, baby.
So this is what I'm talking about, you
no,
guys.
No, I can't. I
Oh
can't be
my
looking at
God,
this.
bro.
That's
Nice.
exactly. You guys go. By the way, you guys go sub up
Son of
to James's YouTube channel. That's a fucking great video, man. I'm glad he
But
jumped on
his
that.
stuff is
shit.
so great.
I'm sitting here, man. Like these blind bags have been awesome. Like, not obviously Clutch's blind bags, but like that's real money, dude. People
Yeah.
can, You know, people can lose $5, $15, $20. You know, the prices come down, dude. So, and I started. So, the price on one comes down. I found the workaround. You just auction two.
Yeah.
The people, they pay more for, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay. And then after a while, people are like, don't you have any more blind bags? Well,
You know what I should start doing? I should make like a special donation button for people that like, okay, here we go. Let's do it live on the channel. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Let's fucking go.
Chipping in.
Yeah. Just get everybody's talk about a cash grab. That's a cash grab. When is that going to happen? When is a channel going to be made where it's only watching this type of stuff? Is it going to turn into like
ASM 300?
He pulled an
He
ASM
pulled
300.
Mad Love 98.
Think about who's that one guy that's the really famous gamer that got into gambling early on, and all he does is gamble on his live stream, and he makes just gazillions of money doing it.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah,
I forgot his.
I could see somebody. James, MJ, don't fall into the trap, brother. Don't fall into the trap. Anyways, let's get into some really cool. You guys, one of the things that Vinny is best at is keeping an eye on this foreign video game market, and I think that there's only been like him that I can think of that has been talking about this for a long time, and there's been some crazy sales on this market recently. Starting off with a big one that we've talked about before.
There's 5 of us here. Let's put $40 in. And let's fucking go.
I'll buy one right now.
We're all cowboys here, man. Let's go. Get on that stream, Brian. We're fucking, bro. Let's do it.
I'm always in, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Let me Venmo you right now, Brian. Everybody, Venmo Brian $40. We're going in. We're buying a fucking pack, dude.
You know,
man,
you know what?
Someone just pulled a GI Joe 196.
Are you kidding me?
Let's
2
do
minutes
this
ago. GI Joe 196.
Let's do this market report, and I'm in.
All right, let's do it.
Go. Get it.
All right, here we go. Starting off with a good one that we've talked about before, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I brought this one just back to the fold because this was a recent sale that was super impressive. The thing about this is actually a third print because it has the identifiers for it are the FF Famicom family logo on the front, and it's a barcode on the back. But the fact that you can buy this for $17,500, or that it was bought for that much now, is crazy because I've seen these unopened. Granted, you have to check, you have to get them graded, but I've seen them unopened for like $200-$300. This was like pretty recent, probably about 2 years ago. So
wow.
Yeah, so being able to catch one and make this kind of return on it is crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. Next, we have a Pokemon Green. Is that what this is?
Yeah, so this is Pokemon Green. This was released with Pokemon Red in 1996, February 27th. So this and Red are considered like the first ever Pokemon products released 2 years and 7 months before the North American video game, and it came before the Cardass Charizard, and before 7 months before the base set Charizard as well.
$11,250.
I think these are cheap. I mean, these are rising in price, but I still think these are cheap for what they are.
You think there's a lot of them out there, or hardly any of them out there? I mean,
I've looked. There's not a lot of them out there. I've been looking since 2020.
Wow. You know who was really big into the video game stuff? We gotta one of these days we gotta bring on Jeff from Comic Dunes to talk about. He was really big into the video game stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Jeff.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have. Hold on here. We have another Pokemon.
So this was blue. This was the mail order version that I've spoken about before. It does not have a barcode on the back. And this was released before the retail version. It was like a mail away thing that you had to do with Koro Koro comic magazine. was like a mail
Oh,
in
even cooler.
campaign.
Even cooler.
Yeah.
I'm
So
surprised it didn't
almost-
sell. It didn't sell for more, man. You know what I mean? If
that's
it's like,
that's what I'm saying. I think people they're not really understanding. And as we go through this auction a little bit more, you're going to see some things that I'm kicking myself for not watching the auction and buying. This was Final Fantasy 2. I actually didn't realize this, but FF2, 3, and 5 in Japan were not released in America. And so Final Fantasy 2, the one that was released for the SNES, was actually number 4 in Japan, that they rebranded as number 2 in the US. Yeah.
wow, $1,400 for this. That's cool.
Yep.
Next we have.
So look, like, this is super cheap. This was that's why I'm kind of kicking myself, because I feel like I would have bid on this. This is the Japanese trial version. It was basically used for demos ahead of the release, and in-store sampling, early promo events, but totally didn't see it in time. But would have loved to bid on that. There is another version that I have here. This is the V Jump version. It was like a mail away.
Oh yeah,
That's
Mail
sweet.
away through the magazine, V Jump magazine. So I think this is the actual earliest version of Chrono Trigger. But yeah, but that NFR version is really cool too, and I hadn't seen that before.
So tight. I love
Yeah.
that game.
yeah. Mark, what's up, brother? We're going through some old school video games. You're gonna love this shit.
Oh man.
What's up, Mark?
What's up, guys?
All right. Next we've got another Pokemon.
So I just put this in here just to show the difference. They actually have the description wrong, but this was the 2016 release. So if anybody's looking for Pokemon Red, just watch out, because it looks almost identical, but it says Nintendo 3DS at the top. So not really worth that much. Pretty plentiful. So just kind of be careful if you're looking for it.
Nice. Next we have Silent Hill.
Yeah. So this. I would have loved to get this as well. This is CIB, but it's signed by the director of Silent Hill.
That's sick.
Yeah. 312.50. So again, like, the prices are not crazy, but as we dig more and more into the history and people actually understand what these things are, I still strongly believe that they'll go up more. But we're already starting to see it in some instances. But the Japanese only auction, in my opinion, it didn't do so great. So I think it's just going to take more time. But again, I love this stuff. So.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. All right, here we go. Sonic.
Yeah, so this is the Japanese version of Sonic the Hedgehog that was released for the Mega Drive. Again, so this is CIB, but I'm upset about this one too, because this is signed by the creator of Sonic. It's like,
wow.
Only went for
$425.
Yeah, like,
if that was a comic, it would have sold more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude.
Finding these guys, having them sign them, like, I feel like there's just not enough eyes on these auctions, because you're right. If it was a comic signed by the creator, I think it would go for way more.
Oh yeah, totally. That's fucking crazy. What is this one?
So this is so if anybody's follows Animal Crossing,
oh yeah,
it was released for the GameCube in the US. So this is actually the predecessor to that was never released in the US. It's called essentially it's called Animal Forest, and this is the controller pack variant, where I think it had like that Rumble pack.
Yep.
That they used to include with the N64. So if anybody's looking for sort of the first iteration of this franchise, this is the first one.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Next we have Mega Man.
Yep. Mega Man 4. Just great in series. Now keep in mind also, guys, like, a lot of these are like, this is unopened. $500 for this is really nothing when you think about trying to buy something online, getting it, trying to inspect it yourself, see if it's actually, if there's white flakes along the edge to even see if it's been opened or not, and then getting it graded and it coming back unopened. Like the whole idea of even doing the process, it probably costing 125 plus to grade. It's almost not even worth it to sell it like
Nuts,
this right now.
dude. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, and you can also go through the process of, because I go through the process. I try to find unopened ones. That's why I'm saying the Pokemon Red and Green selling for 10 grand a piece. I mean, those are so hard to find. So to find them and then actually get them unopened, I think down the line that's like $100,000 piece. You know.
All right, next.
This Secret of Mana. This is one of my favorites. I actually bought one of these off of auction. Not this one, but I bought another one essentially for the same price, about $750, $800. But I just, again, I think this is a great one. And just trying to find those things unopened, it's hard to do.
Yeah. Oh, classic.
Yeah. OG Duck Hunt, graded 95 by VGA.
Ooh.
$2,000. I mean, it's decent. If you look at the back, it doesn't have a barcode. I actually haven't seen like a later printing, but I'm assuming just like Mario, the later printings have barcodes on the back.
Wow. That's cool. $2,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But those, I was buying these at maybe $100, $200, $150.
I know, dude. That's what the crazy part is.
Yeah.
What does a normal American duck hunt go for?
Dude, so much more.
Like 10 times?
Yeah, easily.
Wow.
Let me see.
That's ridiculous. These are the rookies. These are the XRCs, you guys.
That's why I'm saying there's still so much opportunity here. Like, this is something, if anybody follows Get the Greg games, he's been super heavy on it this last like couple of years. He's been really honing in on these Japanese auctions. He's really been kind of buying them. He's been talking about the fact that these are the rookies. Like, why are more people not focusing on them yet? But like I said, in my opinion, I think a lot of people have their money in the nostalgia, so they don't even want to talk about this right now. But I think people who
just you.
What's that? Yeah, just me.
You want to talk about it? Yeah.
Just me. Yeah.
No, I don't mean it like that. Just you are willing to share your knowledge.
Yeah. But I mean, as you guys have known, like pretty much in anything that I collect, I always go back to the history of it. Yep. So
that's the important part. That's the nostalgia. That's the reason why we go so crazy for these things.
Exactly. Like we all first collect the nostalgia and then we're like, wait, I want to know more about this. I want to get the earliest version of this. So that's kind of what I'm always on.
Yeah.
This is the OG Chrono Trigger, not the not a special version of it. I can't see what it sold for.
The artwork on that is badass, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, $2,400 for this.
Yeah. And this I think came out. I'm trying to remember how much earlier it came out.
95.
5 months before the US version.
Wow. Next we have another classic. This is the US version of Super Mario.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It says USA.
Yeah, so this it's actually funny to me. Yeah, it's actually funny to me that it sold for this much. Because this version came out after the US version. So it's like Doki Doki Panic came out first on the Famicom disc system. Then this was ported to the US version as Super Mario Brothers 2. And then they wanted the reskinned version of this game in Japan with the Mario characters. So then they put it out as Super Mario Brothers USA.
It's funny because some of the most classic Mario Brothers characters come from this game.
Yeah. Yep, they do.
Like the Birdos, the little Shy Guys.
Did you guys like this game or
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I love this game, bro.
Yeah, it was so different, but I was
a ton, man. It was awesome.
It was different. Now that I think about it, when I think back, it definitely was different. It didn't feel like a Mario game.
Because it was a totally different game, and what happened was, if you haven't heard the story before, Lost Levels in the US was actually the second Mario Brothers game released in Japan, and they thought it would be too hard for the US audiences, so they were like, we need to do something else. And so they just found this other game made by the same creator, and they were like, let's just reskin this and turn it into a Mario game.
Yep, smart. $3,700 for this.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the classic Super Mario Brothers 3.
5,000. Now, this is one easy to get a year or two ago, about $300 when I was talking about them.
Wow.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, all day, not even $200, $215. These were easy to get 2 years ago.
$5,000 in a year.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I love that Super Mario 3, bro. I played shit out of that game, bro.
So iconic.
Back in the day when Peter Piper Pizza used to deliver and you could rent fucking video game systems, you know?
Yep. And this was released a year before the North American counterpart.
How cool.
Peter Piper delivered video games for rent? Is that what you said?
No. Dude, Peter Piper is the best pizza ever out here in Phoenix, and if you know
the delivery boy brought the games. Hey, bro, let's go! I just quit my job.
They used to deliver in these old school little pink V-Dub bugs, and their delivery number was 2222222, and it's a classic Phoenix thing, man. It was the best. It tastes like people think it tastes like cardboard, and it does, but it's good. Anyways, moving on. Finally, we have. Nope, that's it. That was it, right?
No, you had there was a Pokemon Red.
Oh yeah,
I can put it in the chat. Give me one second.
Yeah, there we go. What did this sell for?
Wow.
So this one sold, I think, for about 11. I think.
Hold on here. Let me do this again.
It was I gotta sign it.
11.2. Wow.
Yeah, 11. Dude, this doesn't make any sense to me because when I tell you how hard it is to find this game, number one, unopened. I have a few that I bought that I don't know if I'm not sure if they're unopened or not. And I took some serious chances on this game. Like raw, I bought probably 2 or 3 of them at $1,000 a piece, and I still haven't gotten them graded yet. But if they're a lot of times they list them as unopened and they will be opened. So I have to try to look at the pictures. So just the fact that you have to go through all that trouble just guessing and you're maybe throwing your money away, it's crazy. And they don't come up often at all, especially not anymore. So in my opinion, this should be worth way more. And I think it's really an education thing. Again, this is the first Pokemon product ever released. Came before the card-ass Charizard card. Came 7 months before the base set card. And debuted more than 2.5 years before the US release of this game.
Wow.
I think it's like a no-brainer, especially when people pay so much for Pokemon cards, especially the early ones, right? I mean, this is right. It. This, and in my opinion, this is kind of like the most iconic image. So I put this a little bit above green, but red and green were released at the same time. So they're both, sort of the big winners there.
I was talking to Emmett Haven for Heroes last night, and we were talking just about, comic retailers and stuff. And he said that Pokemon sells so well for him that he feels bad that he's not selling more comics because he's selling so much Pokemon. It's just, and Pokemon is keeping a lot of retailers, comic shop retailers, afloat right now. It's crazy.
My buddy James opened up a toy store out in Tennessee last year, and he's a toy dealer, does a ton of cons and all that stuff. Yojo Depot, by the way. And he's like, oh man, I got in this collection of Pokemon stuff, and he's like, I don't know anything about it, but I got it for cheap because people just bring in stuff to trade or whatever. And he's like, fucking sold out sold all the stuff to kids and stuff. And then he's like, so then he started asking me about packs and cards. And he's like, where can I get this? And how can I get these? And I've sent him stuff, and like, he's just realized like it's such a big thing. And it's crazy how much it just, his stores now, he's now selling, like, it's probably a big chunk, like 20% of what he's doing.
Yeah, if not more, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Tony asked, I was looking through the chat. Tony asked, Vinny, did you ever get into buying those arcade motherboards? So I have a funny story about that. So I was in Japan last year and I saw a Donkey Kong, I think it was 1981 motherboard they had there in the store. One of those retro video game stores in Akihabara, and it was not priced. So I was like, hey, I want to buy this. How much is it? And then they were like, oh, it's not for sale yet. You have to come back and get the price. So I was like, okay, when do I have to come back? And they were like, just come back on Friday or whatever. So I come back on Friday and I have to type to this dude on an iPad, like in Google Translate, to talk to him. And I'm like, hey, I really want to buy this. How much is it? And he was like, yeah, it's not for sale yet. You know, I still have to price it. And I was like, cool. I was like, can you price it so I can buy it? Right. I was like, I'll come back. And then he was like, let me think about it. And I'll see if I can price it for you. Then he comes back to me like, you know, I'm just waiting in the store. He comes back 10 minutes later and he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'll probably have to sell it to somebody in Japan. And I was like, cool. I'll get my friend in Japan to come over here and buy it when I leave, and then they can just hold it for me. And finally he was just like, no, I'm not going to sell it. He just decided not to sell it to me after everything else.
What a dick.
Yeah.
You're not getting this, boss. Jeez.
Yeah, because my eyes lit up. I was like, huh. I was like, so it's the Japanese one, technically the first appearance of Mario. I was like, I kind of want to buy this. I was like, how much is it? You know, but didn't work out.
Yeah. Have any of you guys been
Man, there's pussies everywhere, bro.
Have you guys been seeing people flipping these Labubus and how crazy it's getting?
Oh my god.
What is up with that, dude?
Dude.
Is that like an LA thing, bro? With the Labubu? I see all the like gangs and this is legit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I think it's been like categorized kind of like as high fashion, sort of like in that category. So I think that's why people are.
Dude, it's crazy, man. Like these things, I think the first time I saw something blow up about it was at was at a con earlier. Like we were Rabbit Comics. We were there at I think it was maybe C2E2 or something like that. And they're like, we've got to go get one of these for our kids and blah blah blah. And I was like, what is this,
bro? We're becoming soft, bro.
It's crazy, dude.
Nate's wife flips them. She hit me up on Instagram. Wow. She's like, yeah, here's what I'm doing so good on, and there's fakes out there, so you got to watch out. And she's flipping them for big money, man. There was a 3-hour wait for one of those things the other day.
Labubu drops, bro.
Yeah.
God, where did they sell them at?
Pop Marts. They're these stores in malls, I guess.
It's like a big designer toy store like out in Asia, so they've got them all over out there.
Oh, okay.
The stuff there is pretty expensive. It's not like it's like crazy because you go in there. I thought of buying stuff for my kids and like everything.
Is it kind of like jewelry for kids or something?
Yes.
Like,
no, they look like
is
little.
Is it that bougie?
Right?
Is it bougie? Like a bougie toy?
It's like design. It's like Kid Robot, super plastic. It's not really for kids. At least not the price range. They're not really for kids.
Have you,
they had the variant in Dallas, the Labubu variant. Yeah, and then Big Kern got one for his lady. He's like, you know what this thing cost? Right? It's a little box, right? He's like, but whatever. I was like, well, yeah, what are you gonna do, man? Like spend.
They upped the price on them too. I think they're.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
It's a new world out there.
I mean, you gotta make sure.
Oh, how to tell the fakes?
Yeah.
The last good thing ever sold for 25 cents was a Garbage Pail Kid pack.
So what did these things sell for, bro?
A lot. a ton. Check this out. Watch this.
I've been wrong plenty of times. So
They just set
they
me.
got amazing Las
Anna's
Vegas
killing it, dude.
Labubus.
On these Labubu.
Amazing Las Vegas Labubus, dude. I'm in. That's all.
Yeah, she's making a lot of money, man. Hold on here. These are the miniature ones. The keychain ones. They're selling for like 40 to 70.
Yeah, those are the ones the gang members like have,
Yeah.
dude, like attached to them.
100, but the big ones, look what the big ones sell for if I go to highest first. $3,000, $4,000. Here's the boxes they come in. So 10 cases sold for $2,400 of the new McCarran sealed cases. Some new drop. $1,200 for that one. $1,800. I mean, look at that. Here's the
Bro,
little
these are
keychains.
Cabbage Patch Kids on crack, dude.
They are, bro. That's exactly what they are. That's exactly what they are.
Wow.
So, Mark, well, thanks for joining us, brother. Mark's got something interesting to talk about this week. I don't know if you guys noticed the drop. I saw this today. This is one of the best.
Man, I didn't see that. That's fucking badass, dude.
This is one of the best Monsters covers that there is, in my opinion.
What the fuck? That's perfect for July 4th, dude.
Yep, it's going on sale next a week from today. They're dropping it on Discord. I guess that's the only place you can get it. I'm not sure how they were doing all that, but they're selling it for me over there. So, but it'll be next. I think they're doing like a live event with it. So yeah, it's next Wednesday.
That's gonna be huge.
I might drop in, but I'll be packing up that night. I
Yeah,
leave out the next day.
You're getting ready to go on vacation mode.
Well, kinda. I got 2 stores I gotta go to when I'm on vacation.
That's right. You're going to Jesse's new store for a grand opening.
Jesse's grand open on the 27th, and then there's another store in Daytona, Arkham Asylum Comics, and that's gonna be the 12th of July. So my way back. So we'll be stopping in there on Saturday.
Hey, bro, when's your birthday, dude?
My birthday is Friday.
Happy
June
birthday,
20th.
my friend.
I was born on Jaws Day. When Jaws was released in 1975 on June 20th, that's the day I was born.
The first big movie ever. The first suit. What do they call that? The first like
blockbuster.
Blockbuster. That's it.
First blockbuster, I guess.
Yep.
Yep. Turned the big 50, man. My 25th anniversary was yesterday, and then the big 50's on Friday, man. It's
fucking A, dude. You made it, bro. You made it.
I know it.
That's a big deal, dude.
Hopefully, I was watching videos of Dick Van Dyke last night saying, I wonder if I can go about 50 more. Like he's went 49 more than me. I think he's 99, right?
Oh my God.
Dick Van Dyke's still alive?
Dude, not only is he still alive, like I've seen Shatner. Well, y'all saw Shatner's doing great at what 92?
Yeah, he looks good, man.
There's some people in their 90s that they're just not doing well, with the way they can speak and stuff. But dude, Shatner hasn't lost a beat, and neither has Dick Van Dyke. They're doing awesome. That's the cover I'm gonna have down at Jesse's store. It worked out where I'm going to have these exclusives with me. And I was like, you know what? This is great. I hate to show up empty-handed. So the only way you're getting this cover is at the signing that I'm going to have there. I'm bringing 90 with me. 100 were made.
Bro, that's fucking fire, bro. Get out of here, Mark.
We'll sell them all there. And then over 2 weeks later, when I'm at Daytona, I'm bringing another cover with me. It's an Igor cover where there's the reflection. You've probably seen it. It's a foil cover with a reflection of the bride's new haircut in it.
Yeah,
I'll have that cover with me, and that'll be the only way you can get that cover. So, hopefully, if you're down in Florida and you go to one store, you'll be like, hey, might want to head on over that one and see Mark again because there's a new cover. So I thought
That's
that
cool.
might, help the stores out a little bit. So,
And that's cool
Bro,
because
this is-
that's the only
this
place
is
you can get them,
that's
right?
how-
That makes it.
Yep.
And Mark's doing the old school, exclusive. You can only get them here, man.
Yep. And I'm doing it to where I'm bringing 90 copies with me, and I hope to leave with 0.
You'll leave with 0.
Hopefully. And
Okay.
the only ones I'll have left are, the 10 that I'm saving, and then I'll, do stuff with those. But that's why I thought that's a neat little thing. If I could do that, if I'm doing an appearance and I have something with me, you can't get any other time. Plus, as far as I know, Absolute comes out the 25th, I think. So those 3 covers will be out there. The reprints of issue 1s. And then there's
connecting cover set.
also, I believe Aquaman is coming out July 2nd. Have you seen that?
Yeah, we talked about it on FOC the other day. That's your first in your
yeah.
set. Yeah, right?
That's the first in the set, and I'm so glad they redid the stuff. And I love their idea of where they're putting the barcode at the bottom on the left space. So that it worked out great. It looks awesome. I'm happy with those. Much better than the way it used to look, which you can Google it and you can still see a lot of retailers are showing the old version. You can see the totally different in the borders.
Yeah, what was that for, Mark? What was the Aquaman for?
It's just for Aquaman.
What issue? Do you remember?
Oh, it's just type in Aquaman Spears and it pops up. That's what I did. It's number 7, cover E, cardstock.
All right, I got it. Yeah, look at that. I love how they got the vintage feel on the card
Yeah,
border.
that changed it. I was showing it to you, Brian, back in the day when I first was doing that series, and I said the gray, and it just didn't pop at all, right? It just didn't look right. Didn't look like a card, didn't look like a comic. But when I added a color to it and then added the distressed, I thought, man, that's the look I'm going for. So the bad guys have a purple border, and the DC Comics thing is just a little bit different color. And then I also have some of these, the heroes that have yellow background, just because it looked better with like Superman and Batman, because it was too blue. And I just did a flash the other day, a regular Barry Allen flash, and it looks better with the yellow. So they're going to look great as a collection when you collect them all together. I think it'll really pop when you got them on your walls or in your however you display your comics. So
yeah, it'll be dope.
Yeah, I'm thrilled how that turned out. The whole series, and they were so nice. Like, again, DC let me do whatever I wanted over there for those characters. That'll be the first Firestorm comic that's been out in I don't know how long, and they let me put him on a cover.
That's huge.
That was a dream, man. I was like, I want to do Firestorm one day, and I got to put him on a cover of a comic book. Man, I'm tickled to death. That was awesome.
So we haven't had a chance to talk to you since the release of the Polybag card set. What was your whole thoughts on it? What do you know? What happened?
Well, so the Polybag thing, one, I was very not happy with the delay, right? Because you had it. Number 5 was supposed to come out end of May. No problems. And then all of a sudden I hear it's going to be a week late because of the Polybag. I'm like, okay, so the first week of June, not bad, because number 4 just came out, 3-4 weeks earlier. So that was okay. Then I didn't know until a day before release of number 5, the Polybags aren't released. Because see, I got my comps in May. Back close to the last week of May, and I got my cards. So I was looking through them. I went, "Oh, this is great." They the way they displayed the card, everything, that was fine. And so I thought, well, this is going to go off without a hitch. Well, then I didn't understand why Diamond and Lunar. Diamond was going to be a week late, and Lunar 2 weeks late. And I hear something about shipping pallet, something. I don't really understand what they're saying, but that's how it was going to be, which I did not like that at all. That hurts a little bit. Then the release of it, after it came out, or right before they came out, a local shop owner wrote me and said, Mark, I ordered 25, 20 of them are the same, and of the 5, I got like 2 of one, 2 of another, and 1 of one. And I said, oh, that's not good. But I thought that's just his order. I didn't think nothing else of it. I thought that was what happened there. Then Clutch let me know. Wasn't it you, Clutch, that said you got about didn't you get some, or somebody else said they got like a?
You're on mute. You're on mute, Clutch.
Sorry, I just posted mine on Instagram. I tagged Keen Spot and Lunar. I was like,
but I saw it on my thing, and it said you got what, 150, something like that.
I got 125 of the Golden Man,
and all is the same. When I saw that, I went, yeah. I mean, Clutch didn't he wasn't saying, "Hey, Mark, what's up?" No, I just saw it, and I went, "Whoa, something's wrong here." If he got the same kind of thing going. And what I feared is probably what happened, because someone else reached out and said, Mark, I bought about 100 and I got all the same. So Keen Spot, before I even wrote them about it, I get an email saying, yep, we're aware of it. Some people are upset about it. And they reached out to the printer. The printer said, we mixed them up really good, but the distributor should have mixed them up better. And that doesn't make sense to me, because you mix them, you're supposed to randomize them at the printer level, because you don't know what Lunar and Diamond is doing when they get those boxes in, right? They're going to open the boxes up, they're going to fill another box with that order and ship it out. They're not looking to say, oh, we got to make sure this guy got different of these books. They're not looking at that. It's not their job to look at that. So it should have been random. When if you just open a box from the printer, it should have just been all, like maybe there's 3 or 4 of the same, and then there's 3 or 4 something different, or, just someone go in there and just toss them around, But they said it wasn't their fault. Anyways, nothing we could do about it now. I wished, I could have went back and flipped the card over, had the back the same, and that way you wouldn't have known what you got. So Clutch wouldn't know what he has inside those, right? It made it more of a mystery card. If we'd have done that, it wouldn't have hurt the retailer so much. So I'm hoping it didn't hurt widespread. I don't know. I've just heard about 3 cases of it. I don't know how bad it is.
Yeah, but, I had a few people on my post, other retailers commented that they had the same situation, that they got all the same stuff.
It ruins the concept of what I did it for, right? I wanted to do it where,
Mark, it's still great. Don't get yourself too down.
You should be able to walk into a comic book store and see some on there, and then go, oh, I'm buying all 4. That's what my logo shop was like. Mark, you made it to where, or Keenspot made it to where I can't sell 4 of these now, right? I'm only going to be able to sell 1. Maybe one guy will buy all 4, and then the rest of them can't. So I've learned from it. Now what I would have done is mystery card it, right, where you don't know, and if it does happen where Clutch gets all the same, no one knows until they get them and open them all up. You just don't know. I should have done that just as a backup. I didn't. But going forward, because I told them I would like to do this again. This was a test, and they said, yeah, we would do it differently. A different printer would definitely be warranted there, and we would make sure they're random. And because of that conversation is directly led into the blind bags that we're about to do for Halloween. I don't want Clutch ordering 100 blind bags. Now they are blind, so he doesn't know what's inside. But if some guy comes to him and buys 20 of them, Clutch would hear about it if he got home and opened all of them, and they're all the same cover. You've got to have them random. So we're definitely going to do that. We're going to make them. Again, we're going with the different printer for the blind bags.
Mark, have you shown the blind bags yet? The art on them on your Discord?
I don't know, but we can, because it's going to be released here.
All right. So if you guys don't know, some people might not know what we're talking about here, because this is crazy. You guys check this out. So Mark's got this idea going for Halloween that is going to be crazy. And another example of what we're talking about, it's blind bag season, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the type of stuff that we love right here.
Yep, it's going to be for Monster and the Wolf issue 1. It'll be solicited soon. I think they're getting everything ready. Probably be next week when they turn it into like Diamond, and I don't know when they have to turn into Lunar. So you'll be hearing all about it everywhere. Yeah. Right now, I have finished 30 covers for it. So it will have, that's just 30 plain covers, but we're going to have, foil versions of those covers in there. We're going to have, there's a sketch cover that's going to be in there blank. But we're going to do things where, I was talking to someone earlier today about the 1-of-1s. I am worried, what if the 1-of-1 got damaged? So what we might do on that is have as a reward fill thing, like the 1-of-1s. I might go ahead and get them CGC'd and then have that as a golden ticket item, right? Yes. Because I don't want that. What if I put, 10 1-of-1s out there, 30, whatever, and they all, half of them could get damaged in shipping or lost. You never know what could happen. So that's how we'll probably handle those, just to where the 1-of-1 rare ones, I want to make sure the person who gets it with, white gloves. So, but there's going to be awesome things in there, man. I've been working so hard on these covers. There's some great homages. It's going to be great. I can't wait for that, because no matter how many people order. So, even, we're thinking, it'd be great if we did 60,000, 70,000, 100,000, even if it goes up to 200,000 or more. We're doing everything to where it still will be a low print run, because I did so many covers. So if we didn't print anything over, say, 10,000 times with the books I already got, that would be, you could do 300,000 units. So, which I don't think it'll sell that much. I think, we're hoping for 100,000 be awesome. If we can get over 100,000, be great. But we'll do it percentage wise. And they said over 1% will be foil. I don't know, is that the exact percentage yet? There's going to be some signed, if we can get that done. Some where I went in there and I actually drew on the sketch cover. So we're going to do different little treats. The trick covers. Have I showed you the trick covers yet?
No. So
God, okay.
So
I'll show you some.
I want to take this back for a second, because back in the day, Hood came up with this idea. He goes, Mark, you got to do trick or treat bags. And it was like such a good idea. And we were bullshitting, and the idea came up of, doing something, special. And it's like Hood's idea of that trick or treat bag
Bro, you made them?
Look at this, dude. This is the trick or treat blind bags. This is gonna be Halloween this year.
That's a bag?
Yes.
It's the blind bag.
It's a blind bag.
And so there's gonna be
now I can read it.
Conceivably trick or treat with it. You wouldn't get much candy in there.
Yeah.
Bro, it kind of has like a vintage feel to it, man.
Isn't it sick?
Like fucking 70s and shit, dude. It looks awesome, dude.
And
I'm not talking. I'm sorry, Mark. Because we like Mark, we're not supposed to be goo and gaga about his stuff. I saw comments on the last time.
Yeah, you can't really be objective because Mark Spears is your friend and
stuff like that. It looks okay, Mark. Keep working. Keep working at it.
You better
keep working at it. You'll get it. You'll get it someday, bro.
Here's one of the trick covers, Brian. I just sent it on Instagram to you so you can see and show people kind of what that looks like. So I got some trick covers in there.
Oh, wow. Dude.
Hey, what's up, MJ Comics? He's in the chat. What's up?
Shout out to MJ.
What up, MJ
Great
Comics?
video, brother. So we're talking about it, and we're like, Mark, you got to do trick or treat. Like, there's got to be tricks books like in there that are short printed. Yeah. Mark's like, dude, we can totally
you ain't even
got to
pay me, bro.
Right? And look at this.
I owe Hood so yeah.
That is awesome, dude.
That's funny.
So the Monster and the Wolf, you guys, is the prequel to Monsters. And this is going to be the first issue, right, Mark, that is going to be released with this. This is going to be crazy, man. Look how good
Again,
that
I
is.
think it's some of the I've homaged, like people wanted me to homage that for a long time. The Elvira Dan Stevens,
Yep.
Dave
Dave
Stevens or
Stevens,
whatever.
yeah.
That one from, but it was the Elvira on the broom. So
Yep.
I've done that one. The Chamber of Chills with Holding the Glass. People have asked a long time, when were you going to homage that? I've homaged that one. I got all kinds of cool covers in there. So if you like classic old horror homages, pre-code horror, I got those in there. I've got new characters that have never appeared on a cover on there. So I wanted just to make it to where it's just fun. I want to bring back that fun again. And especially at Halloween, how awesome would it be to sit down with 5 of those bags and open up and hopefully get 5 different things. And even if it's not a foil or something, I want someone to go, wow, I really like this.
I think it's cute that you keep saying like someone's just gonna have 5 bags. People are gonna order like 25, 50.
That would be that's even
your
better.
guys aren't gonna go
2,000?
just
Come on,
5.
dude.
Oh, I just got 5. I'm tapping out, guys. Like,
Dude,
I mean, I will say, Mark, this is going to be your first Halloween, like big, like since. I mean, you've always done great work, man. But like everybody knows now. Everybody knows, like this is going to be Monsters time of the year, bro.
Well, that's why I want to capitalize on it and was like, hey, we need to do something fun at Halloween, right? I really want to do that because Monsters last Halloween was just coming out. So there are a lot of people didn't even know about it till after Halloween. So I already started with Monsters number 7 is a lot of those covers are Halloween themed homages to movies, right? I have like Halloween 3, Halloween 2, I even did like Friday the 13th. So I'm leading up to it in September. And then when this comes out, I was like, man, that's just because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. And I was like, this would just be so fun. I got Halloween covers in there. I've got a cover already of like a jack-o'-lantern cover. I'm doing a Brian one that's the skull logo you like so much, but I'm doing painted like a realistic skull, but it still has the eyes and it's green and all that. One of those. I did a trick or treat cover where these kids are coming, or a kid and his mom's coming up and Dracula's opening the door. I've got all kinds of stuff like that. So I want it to be very Halloween oriented, but then you got some covers that are just awesome covers. And then we have incentive covers we're doing, right? We're doing an incentive for $250, $500, and $1,000, right? Is our incentives.
Smart
breakdown.
Very smart.
But here's something I hadn't told you yet that I know you've been waiting.
Oh shit.
First time ever, glow in the dark covers are coming to Mark Spears Monsters.
Hell,
so we got this new printer does glow in the dark. The incentives breakdown is the 1,000 is a metal, the 500 is a glow in the dark, and the 250 is a foil. And then I'm having glow in the dark. Some covers are going to be just glow in the dark, and they're going to be put inside there too, right? So you have a chance to pull a glow in the dark.
That's so awesome, and you won't know until you check it.
That's what I'm talking about. So, like with DC,
I'll be right back.
Like this is what I'm talking about. Like there's, like it makes it worth it to get the blind bag. DC, like I don't know if you saw it, Mark, but like they were just five variants. That's it. Like there's some like legit cool shit to pull out of these bags, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it where, and I'm using the trading card experience I've had to where I know when you open up a pack, what you're hoping, you're hoping to pull something really cool, rare, but I want it to, just like when I went to do the trading cards, I want it to be an experience. Even if you only got common cards out of that pack, you are happy. Right. So I want the artwork to be top notch when you go, hey, this is a cool cover. I'm happy with this. I want you to, when you spend the $5.99, be like, hey, man, that was worth $5.99 for me. And hopefully you get something like a foil or something,
Are you going to sign? Are you going to sign any of these, bro?
Yeah, I'm going to have some. The way I wanted to do it was them to send me a bunch of random ones, right? Just different ones. And I sign them, send them back before they go in the bag. So you would get that, and maybe it's a remark on one. And we would put on the back of the book what all the covers are you can get. And maybe some of them will be a mystery. I don't know if we want to hide it from everybody at that time or not. And then we're also going to, we'll put how many are signed out there and all that, so you would know.
It's gonna be awesome.
There is one. I was going to show you some more, but my Dropbox ain't working good.
Get it fixed.
Dropbox, crazy. It's when I hit open, it says I'm not online. Maybe if I open it over here in Safari. Nope, ain't there either.
It'd be cool if you threw in some of a Kickstarter, like
well,
a chase.
Guess what?
Oh, yep. Yeah, Brian, you gotta tell him, Brian, when I get this.
There is plans for that. There is plans for that.
We're looking at doing a premium.
Shout out Vinny.
I guess that would be what they would be called, or collectors bags that would be sold elsewhere. I guess we'll say. I don't know how to say, because I don't want to give everything away yet until I finish, talking about to all the people. Here's another cover. It's a ghost cover, and that will be glow in the dark.
Oh my gosh!
What the fuck, bro?
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh,
bro! Stop it, dude.
Oh, do you want to? I'll just, since y'all know y'all love glow in the dark so much, let me show you this other one that I got. That
it's expensive,
bro.
Man.
You're getting sick now, dude.
Let's see. It's the diver.
Oh, hey, what color would you sign that in, dude?
I don't know. Why?
Blue.
You know what would be good to sign those in? Glow in the dark ink.
Yes,
I bet
UV.
Right?
Yes, UV ink. Totally. Wow.
Let's see if I can get.
Wow.
Do some hood sigs on that beast right there, dude.
All right.
Let me see if I can find this one. Yeah, that I'll have to practice some. I'm gonna have a lot of books out there. I'll have to practice my signature on these. Let me see. Here's another cool one. My computer's just running slow, man. My computer hates me. I think it just I work on it too much.
This is going to be huge. Just reminder, you guys. This is going to be one of those things where I think the rare variants that you're going to be able to pull. Oh wow, dude! Are you kidding me?
That's an homage. You might have seen that cover before.
Yeah,
that's great.
Let me see. There was here it is. This one's kind of cool.
That's dope. That's so good. There's going to be foils of some of these, right? Where it's, like you said, limited to, 10% of the print run or something like that. So it'll make foils very rare, which is very cool.
Yeah.
People will be trying to put together sets. It'll be actually like, oh my gosh, that's another great one.
That's going to be, of course, glow in the dark.
Good Lord. Damn. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The pink tanks just set it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Damn. Yeah, this is going to be great. So,
and then, y'all go ahead, Brian.
So this is going to be for Monsters and the Wolf regular release. What's the word for Monsters and the Wolf on the Kickstarter release?
Okay, those I've got. Somebody was asking chat to show this one. I think I got it in here. Let me see real quick. That I have. Monster and the Wolf head.
Shout out to Heroes Reborn, John. He says, "What's up, guys? Brian, Clutch, Leg, Hood, and Mark with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Much love."
Well, I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I have one more I'll show since somebody requested this one, since they probably saw it in Discord or something. I'll post this real quick. So Monster and the Wolf, I just went last night. Got all the covers for the Kickstarter together, you know, and TIFFs and everything. They're all ready to send to let me post
Printer.
this one for you over here. They're ready to send to the printer. So I got to look at the story again. They had the letterer revised a few things. So that was cool with the heads.
Yeah. I love that
So
one.
yeah, I mean, some awesome stuff to see in there. And again, like I said, I got 30 some odd covers now, and I might throw in one or two more before it gets printed, you know, like secret covers. But even if you think about it, man, you could make them 5,000 print run on each one of those, and not even talk about doing foils and colorways and stuff like that. So we can do all kinds of cool things.
Yeah.
The Kickstarter, so it will. I'm going to send everything to the printer next week. I'm just reviewing the lettering because I got too wordy in some places, so I condensed it, and I got to make sure all that's good. But yeah, all the covers, that's the hardest part. But I got all the covers in a folder, labeled and everything. I got my numbers down. So if you're interested in how many copies we actually sold of the Kickstarter, right? It was 5,000 some odd copies.
Wow.
So not even all sold, that was 5,000. That's like if maybe 80 sold that I said I was going to print 200 of it. I'm counting the print run, right? So it'll be 5,000 something. I will add probably 20 to everything for damages, right? As artist proofs, because Lord knows you don't want to go back, and that's what happened last year. We had to reprint damages. So that's pretty good out of what we did, how many backers, what we made, and only to be 5,500 something like that comics.
Yeah.
So we'll get those printed. We'll start going through them in July. I've got it sorted out of how many I got to sign and number, because excuse me, a lot of them are signed and numbered, you know, so that people know exactly how many were made and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much going to the printer Monday. The cards, I've done the base set. I've got all those saved, and my son's going to help me. I got to go through there. You have to save each piece of art with the other border, right? So I have to go back, and it'll have to be like the retro border, and then the purple border and all that kind of stuff. So, but we're hoping, if we can, to get that sent to the card printer by Wednesday of next week. So everything would be at the printer while I'm on vacation. That's my goal. So hopefully that happens. But on the blind bags as well, I'll put this out here in case somebody thinks, oh, you know what? I should do that after Halloween. No, we're doing it for Christmas as well. We're going to do it. So, because I love this idea so much. And I was like, dude, you've got the next month is Thanksgiving. That's when Monsters 8 would come out. We're wanting to do the same kind of thing, but it would be like Dirty Krampus or something, you know, and it would be I hadn't designed the bag yet, but it'll look like a Christmas present. Maybe it looks like it's, you know, nasty looking, you know, got spots on it or something, and have a little tag saying from Krampus or something like that. But and then I do a lot of cool Christmassy themed monster comics.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Here's a couple questions. Where can these be ordered through? This is just going to be through Lunar's by itself.
No, I believe we will also distribute them through Diamond, as long as, you know, Diamond keeps going.
Yeah.
And then we distribute through, I believe, Universal. I don't know what all they do, but, you know, the Universal in Canada.
Yep.
So Lunar's our main, and with Diamond. So, but you'll be able to get them any place. If you're a retailer, you'll be able to order them through either one. Then that's another thing, you know, that we've had a problem in the past. If you're a buyer, you know, maybe you have a retail store, maybe you do it online, maybe you do it on eBay Live, maybe you do it on whatnot. You had a problem where you couldn't get my incentives because we had to break them up, because Lunar would only allow one incentive with our stuff because of the other covers. With this, everybody would carry the incentive, right? Because we're only doing basically 4 books. You got the blind bag and the 3 incentives. So you can choose your distributor of choice. If you go, man, I really want to go with this person or this person, you can still get the incentives either way you go. So,
and here's the other thing. What is the? Do you know the retail on these? The MSRP on these?
$5.99 retail price, same as the regular comic.
Listen to that.
We wanted to do it exactly the same price because again, it's almost like a year anniversary for Monsters as well. And I'm like, man, I want to celebrate all this because, you know, it's just a bit amazing what's happened with the property and the love that it's gotten. And I'm like, man, now I can. And I was thinking about doing something like that with Monsters. I'm like, oh, if I could do it with Monster and the Wolf, it's a prequel. It's a #1. I think it's a cool series. You know, hopefully people will like it as well. And it's just like a way to, you know, give back to these fans and stuff too, that are like, you know, that collect this stuff. And I'm doing it to where hopefully they will enjoy for months to come. Like me and you were talking, Brian, this is not just something for Halloween. I think people will be opening these things in December. I think they'll love them that much. And hopefully it works out great. Again, we're going to work on the #1 thing will be randomization. Yes. You got to make sure these things are random.
Totally. Hey, Mark, you've made comics fun again, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you, man.
You're just saying that because I pay you.
No, I'm not, man. No, I'm not.
No,
hey, we're like I said before, like we're already cool. Like I don't have to kiss your ass. You know what I mean? I got your phone number.
We saw the hug heard around the world in Honey.
I mean, like we're cool. We're cool. I'm paying my friend a compliment. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to get burnt out in this hobby, dude. And like you just injected like some fun, dude. And I just made it like at the beginning of the show, we were talking about blind bags and how we're going to see like Clutch, like kind of gave a template of how blind bags could be like, you know, and then look what you're doing. So my expectation from like a DC or a Marvel is look what's going on. You can't just throw some books in a bag and like there's got to be like, look at all the things that you're including that you have a chance to open up. Like that's a blind bag, bro.
That's what I wanted to make it to where one, I was like, because basically what they did with Battle Beast was great, right? That's the template. What Clutch did with the eBay Live bags. So I'm sitting there looking at that and I'm like, okay, how do I use my strengths on that to make it better for me? And I was like, well, I don't have to pay the artist anything. So I can do as many covers as I want. And I don't have to worry about, oh man, now we've paid, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 over here to this guy. So I was like, okay, so I can do all those covers. And I don't care about the bottom line. Like, oh, but if you print up, Mark, if you print up this many foils, you're not making as much profit. I don't care. You know, that's fine. It doesn't eat away. And that's what Robert did over there at Walking Dead, right? I mean, not Walking Dead, the Battle Beat. He didn't care if he lost money on that. I don't think we'll lose money at all. I just think you don't look at the bottom line like you would if you were like at Marvel or DC to where you're like, hey, this has to be this. I'm like, hey, if this will be huge, this will to where I'm looking at it like if this is successful, I'm going to do this every Halloween. It'll be the annual trick or treat issue, right? We'll do something like this because it's fun again, man. I had you know, you go ebb and flows, and I was having some times with everything, but when I started doing these blind bag things, dude, I was like, oh man, I'm going to do this cover and I'm going to do this cover. And it was exciting. Just like when I started doing Monsters #1 on the Kickstarter and I was doing those covers, because it's daunting at first. And I was like, no, man, it got fun. And I love it. I love the way the bag looks retro. I love the way you're going to get glow in the dark, man. I love that glow in the dark Ghost Rider so much that I had as a kid. I had
Oh
that.
yeah.
My
That's
favorite
cool,
issue.
man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mark, real quick.
Yeah.
You need trick bags though in this too, where it's something crazy, where it's just like a stack of like boards to look like it's the size of a comic,
Well,
but
there's
then
stuff
make it
that's
something really
kinda like
cool
that.
where
There is
where it's
stuff
like a
like that,
redemption.
Ye.
Oh, okay, where it's like a redemption.
I might do. Well, I've got some more trick covers I haven't shown, but I also might do where it just depends the printing. Like maybe every other page is printed upside down. Some weird thing like that. But it's also very collectible because
And you have
we
to
might
open
not
it.
do any like that.
You have to
right?
look in the book to tell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would know that they
Thank
got
God
it.
I have one
Right?
that every page is white.
That would
right?
be awesome. That's the trick right there, Mark. That's the trick.
But a
Yes.
lot of people never look in it.
They hold it. Fuck! I got fingerprints on it.
And things like that I want to do, and we're worried about of course weight. So every book will at least be cardstock. So the foil and cardstock will weigh similar. So you ain't got to worry about people getting all the good ones or something like that. So
the one-on-ones.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
People are asking in the chat about one-on-ones. There will be one-on-ones.
Yes.
The idea was to originally to even kind of put in a golden ticket in there at some point, and now you can kind of do the golden ticket as the one-on-ones.
We were going to do golden ticket and one-of-ones kind of separate. The golden tickets were going to get you things from my personal collection. Like I was going to put up one of those like
sketch
art, the art books from 2023. I was going to put up a Ashkin of monsters. I'm talking about big ticket
rare
items,
stuff.
Rare.
That's cool.
But we're still going to do that. But now it looks like we're probably the one-of-ones. Someone mentioned, well, what if they're damaged? What if I got one and it just, and I was like, you're right. That's a very rare book. We'll just add the one-of-ones, which we were going to do probably one of every cover. Like we'll have a one-of-one, a special one that's just made like that, where we would change
Gold
the logo
foil.
or colorway or something.
Yeah.
So we'll do every one-of-one as a mail-in. Where you get the golden ticket and go, okay, I won this, because I don't want it damaged. I want those to be preserved and be out there. So we will do that. But and again, like he was talking about, and more stuff, man. When we talk more about doing the collector's bags down the road, I got some stuff set aside for that too. Really cool stuff. I got all kinds of monster stuff, and I would like to really make those bags good too. So we really want to basically make it where monsters rule from October to the end of the year. That's the monster time.
Yep.
So
it's gonna be rad. Totally fucking rad. Well, good shit. Also, you guys don't forget there is that badass Uncle Sam variant that is going to be available on Wednesday, I believe. So go check out Mark's Discord for that. That is one of the best monsters covers you're ever gonna see. I love how good it looks with the flag in the background, the monsters, with the stars in the logo. I collect zombie and Uncle Sam stuff, so this is perfect right here. Absolutely perfect.
I'm glad you're taking a vacation, Mark, because bro, you need to recharge, man.
I do, and I was glad I pushed myself to get all this stuff done that I needed to get done. I need these 2 weeks, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be better than ever to finish off the rest of the year and turn in some other good work. But yeah, I won't be drawing one bit when I'm down there, which would be nice. And I'm sure I'll miss work. That's the way it is. But I'll tone it out and tune it out and do other things. But that Uncle Sam also, Spencer's is making a T-shirt out of that.
Oh hell yeah!
What?
Yeah,
what?
dude.
Say that again?
Spencer's Spirit Halloween might be in Spirit Halloween stores too, but I just saw the prototype or the layout of it. It's like this, but it's instead of the whole flag, it's cut around it like kind of like a zombie cut. I might show you guys in a little bit, but
That's awesome.
but it'll be Uncle Sam. They're doing vampire. They're doing all kinds of them. Dude, it's amazing. They're putting the Mark Spears Monsters logo on the shirts. I didn't even think they would do that because I thought honestly it would look like this, right? Just the Uncle Sam, maybe but no, everything's Mark Spears Monsters is right out there and open. So awesome branding. So
that's
very
huge.
happy. Can't wait for that stuff to hit the stores.
Link, Mark. Let me go ahead and I'm going to drop this link in here for anybody that wants to join the Discord here.
Good for you, Mark. That's badass, dude.
There you go. That's pretty cool. So I imagine that'll sell out very quickly. So make sure you hold a special one for us over here, my friend.
I held some back. Like that says 76 foil. There's actually 66 that they have. I kept 10, and then the cardstock. There was a error. It wasn't as many as it should have been. 176 cardstock made, and I was sending them 166 to sell, which I did send them to 166, but there wasn't. There is about 170 total. They didn't make, they didn't make the 176 as opposed to. I've been having to use my comp copies to make the 176.
Oh, wow.
So there's really only, with my comp copies and everything, 180 cardstock. And that's what, because I usually get 10 of everything as an artist proof. So it was short, which I didn't want to go back and say print all this. I was like, that's fine. Makes it more rare.
Yeah.
So, so they only have 66, 166 of those, and they don't have any of the metals to sell, but that's what they have. So if you getting those, man, get over there and get them, because then they'll be in the aftermarket after that, I'm sure. So
that's awesome, dude. That's really sick.
And if anybody is next week near Orlando, Florida, or near Jesse's, I will be there.
Yep, DeLand, Florida.
I just got back from Orlando.
Oh, no.
Go again.
I was there for work, so I didn't have any time to do anything else besides.
Well, now it's the perfect time. Go back and now enjoy yourself. Go get a Mark Spears Monsters cover. See, it's perfect.
See, I don't even know if I can make it to San Diego now at this point. My air conditioner in my car broke, and I'm in Houston, so you can't survive in Houston without AC.
Man, I remember when I was younger and had to pick up my kids in elementary school, and my air didn't work in my car. But you would think, oh, that's okay. You could roll your windows down, right? All the windows were frozen, and the only one that would work is the passenger, right? I think it was the back passenger.
Oh, even worse.
Well, my kids, when they got in the car, it was burning up, but they could at least stick their heads out the window. I'm up there just sweating, my face is melting, because you would have to wait in line to pick your kids up, right? That's how it's done. So
yeah.
Oh man, it's rough.
For anybody asking, Jesse's store is in DeLand, Florida, and I believe it's Jesse James. He's got a name for it. Hold on here. Let me find it real quick.
Somewhat Slabulous asked for the street date for the blind bags. Right now they're looking at October 1st. I think that's a Wednesday. So unless they push it up, in case of delays, and they want to push it upward for September.
Yeah. It's called
how is the
Jesse
blind bag?
James
Is it gonna
Comic Book
be
Therapy.
like the cards, the packages? Are they going to be like the monster cards? Or
I would think the company that's doing it did them for DC, and we saw some of those. I think I don't know what it's actually. I think InSpot actually got physical ones to touch, so I don't know what it feels like. I know you can't see through it. Like the cards are. Now this is what Clutch had, right? What he was making, where it's really. It's hard to say, but like that what you had, Clutch. It's really probably tell by the sound of it.
Yeah,
it's kind of thick.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds a little more. Mine were like foil. The packs were kind of like a foil there. Like they're actually like industrial, like for
Oh, there it is, right there.
food grade.
Oh,
packs and
okay,
stuff.
yeah. So, I see.
Yeah.
Yours actually was a foil inside. So this is a little different that they
Yeah,
use for
those are
cards.
more kind of like it's like a plasticky type of.
Yeah, this is a white,
yeah,
like white
cheap.
plastics. What they and then they'll put whatever print on it. But the ones for that, it's a good question. We might, if GameSpot doesn't have them, I might request one just so I can have it. I could show everybody online, like, hey, this is what it looks like. The old ones at least. Or actually, I know which ones they made. I can just go buy them on eBay, and then I'll know exactly. Whenever they did the last fun back.
You know what's going to happen? Like we're going to get blind boxes, like wooden, like exquisite, opening it up, like, bro, that
like those
shit.
briefcases, yeah.
Oh, like
Bro.
National Treasures or
Bro,
Flawless or something like that.
that
People
shit.
always
I'm
like-
just saying it right now.
Yeah,
If these blind bags work,
Someone already
You're-
did a
you're gonna get
briefcase
that.
for a comic.
Yeah,
Who
they
was
did that
it?
Spider-Man briefcase. Didn't they?
Spider-Man
Yeah,
JTC.
It was at C2E2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The
JTC
briefcase?
did it with
How
the
many did
Spider-Man
they
Yeah,
have?
it's just, I don't know.
150 or something like that. I don't know.
Well, y'all
700.
noticed at cons they've always had, for at least the last couple of years I've attended things, kept seeing these mystery boxes everywhere. Even Target did that with Funko Pops, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves a mystery. What's inside that box? They can have 1,000 Funko Pops sitting there that no one will touch. But if you say mystery one, oh, well, let me get that one, because it's just the way we are, right?
Yep.
Because my
This is-
grill could be in there. My
yeah,
grill
you
is in
never
there.
know. Fuck,
So
that's-
this
like,
is
bro.
this is the same kind of thing. It's just morphed into this. I'm shocked there hasn't been more blind bag stuff in comics in the past. I'm shocked they haven't taken from trading cards. But hey, we had it when we were growing up, right? The display back, the ones that like Walgreens and places like that. You would know the front comic. There would be a 3-pack. You didn't know the other two, and
the multi-mags.
yes. So you were like, what am I getting? And you didn't think there was going to be something like, an X-Men #1 in there, but you thought this might be a really cool comic that I don't have. So they kind of had it back then. They had it for, trading cards, has always been that way. So I think it's a neat thing to merge them together like that. And and again, they've already proved that with Battle Beast. People love, and it ain't just that was successful. It's how the customers reacted to it. They love it. They still talk about it.
It was an
Yeah.
experience, right?
Yeah, it's the
because that's what
experience.
it's all about.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Exactly. So that's what I'm hoping for, is to make it to where this would be a really cool Halloween thing where people are open on it Halloween night and all that kind of stuff would be awesome.
Yeah, it's totally.
Hey, Brian,
gonna be
could you
like
show that ghost again? The
Yeah.
monster ghost with the bro.
The ghost
So
with the
simple
blue.
and so perfect.
Man, he's lucky he didn't have that book there in oh man, dude, get the fuck out of here, dude.
That one with a glow in the dark pen would be awesome,
bro.
That's so cool.
Oh, and
I
people
love it.
are also telling me, hey, Mark, you don't have to do glow in the dark. What's on it? You could actually have it. It's a different image when it's done that way. I didn't know that. So that would be cool. You're looking at one thing, and then all of a sudden the lights go out. It's a totally different image on there.
Yeah,
that would be. I mean, I've been waiting for glow in the dark stuff so long. So I might even have to bring back some of those old covers that would look good in in glow in the dark, and redo them somehow for Monster the Wolf. Maybe like a trick cover, and just so I can see those in glow in the dark. The Mummy cover would have been great. I wish we could have done that. Oh,
yes.
Actually, they were saying that they might switch the printers to those guys on that one. So maybe they could do a King Spot exclusive or something glow in the dark.
Wow.
It would be too late since the orders are in to make it hit retail like that, but you could have it like an exclusive be glow in the dark. So might try that. That would be a good test for it too.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a projection for how many blind bags you think you're going to move?
Me,
or could it be
myself,
ordered? Ordered.
Yeah, if you asked me, when Brian helped me come up with a lot of this, when I was throwing ideas out there, and he's like, "Oh man, you should do this, you should do that." I sit there, and we were talking that night, and I was just saying, look, I think we could do 100,000. That's why we were doing the percentage. I think we could do 100,000 units. But the more that I've let people know about this and how excited they are, it wouldn't shock me if we did 150 to getting close to 200. I don't know. Monsters, just to let you know, it's still in the 60,000. We're still selling for number 6. We still sold with all this stuff going on with Diamond and stuff. We still sold in the 60,000s, 60 some odd thousand. So,
wow.
So that makes me think Monster of the Wolf number 1 blind bag. It could hit 150. It could hit more than that.
Yeah, because we got to remember and to remind people this is a number 1 issue. This is a new prequel series to Monsters. Yeah. So, that's the crazy.
I think
thing.
that helps it. I think the covers that are inside help it. All that kind of stuff, and it's hard to say. I don't know how the stores will react when they order it, like how many they will order, and then you got guys like. That sell online, how many would they order? Because again, it's a neat product to open up when you're doing a show, right? To say, sell them and open them up, say, what did you get? And, things like that.
You know what makes it different is that it's going to be seasonally correct. And so if it hits October 1st, you're going to have all the brick and mortars because they have to have it. Yeah. Right. It's a draw. Whether you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think it's that's what it all tied together. It was great because Battle Beast didn't have a holiday, but of course it has the huge success of what Invincible is now, right? Yep. So it has that. So again, if we sell 100,000 units, I will be dancing around just thinking that's amazing.
You know what? Let's ask Clutch. What would you project? What would you project? Is he too low?
If you're doing 60 right now on the book, and if you truly do
60 to
let's say we're looking at 50, right? Is an average, right? And we'll knock it down. I don't want you to feel too special, We're knocking down 50, but. If you're
the average would be higher, the Clutch. It's 70s and 60s, but I'll let you go.
I know. We're just talking generalities, but I think looking at that is
that's my baseline is what they order, but they're also ordering like 3 or 4 covers when they do that.
For sure. But I think also like when you're saying, hey, if I'm going to put 30 different covers in here, I'm going to put in, ratios of those and make foils and there's short print stuff, and then you're gonna put one of ones. Like honestly, like you could probably it's a silly number, but 150 to 200. I think that could be a big thing, honestly. And based on what we're seeing with other stuff like projections, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I mean,
right?
I mean, I don't know what you did on the cards stuff. But,
the cards only did about, because it was that one issue, it did about 15,000, which was about the same, maybe 1,000 over than the very first cover A of it, So
and it didn't really cover with thing. It's like bigger. It's not, right. I think 150 is a pretty solid bet.
You guys are going to have to be spot on that printer, man. You're going to have to make sure that there are because if there's issues on this, it's going to sour the whole thing, Mark. You got to be.
Oh, it will. And that's why I worry about the cards could sour a little bit. That's why we need to, address that. I'm hoping Keen Spot, maybe I'll talk to them about coming out with something about it.
You should get on it like yesterday, like with the printer, just because like knowing how. So Skybound, when they did those, they had to FOC it an extra month in advance. So they had to give themselves, they had to FOC way in advance because the time it takes the printer to, create, like making the bags, putting all this stuff together. So like little things like that. And we can chat later on to it at the board that people hear, but like the logistical parts of like what goes into it is a really big thing to do. And, like, I'll admit, like your printer worries me. And so
we have a different one now for this one that has done them, but I'm with you on they need more time. Time is the thing. If we don't get this out in October 1st and it ends up getting out there at October 20th, that hurts this blind bag. People really want them in September. we really like you said, we should. I think I'm going to talk to them about FOCing it early. Get the print what we have to print early enough to where we can get these out there, and because we have to know how many of these are going to be printed, blah blah blah, and all this, and get the purchase order and stuff.
Yeah.
But, it's worth it on this, and I think they know that. And I've been talking to them daily about, who is we going to go with? We got to make sure they can do this. You can't be, like, well, we'll see if they can do. Like the cards was they never done that before, and that's why they didn't know how long it would take and all that kind of stuff. But again, you don't know how the printer that we are going to use. They might not know how long it takes to do 30 covers to put them in the bags, right? It might be like, oh, that's a lot more covers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
but yeah, I want to do a test run. I would love it to be where mid-September we're done. We already have them. We're just going ahead, and you're having to sit on them till October 1st. And I would love to do like a special promotion, like October 1st midnight, where some stores are opening up to let people get it.
Hell yeah!
I want that feeling again, right? Where it's like people are like, "Man, I'm going to the midnight."
Stop it, bro.
So that's what I want.
Hey, you got to be careful about giving out people stuff early.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Yeah,
mags.
I've heard about that.
They crack those things open a week early, right? Because some retailers get stuff fast, and so another thing you'll have to discuss with publishers and say, hey, we need to put you cannot break street date. If you do break street date, and some people won't give a shit, they'll still do it anyways.
They'll still break it. They don't care.
You need to at least be prepared, because that was the big thing. A lot of the surprises from the Skybound stuff got leaked early because the Wednesday before certain retailers they got their shipments. They get shipments a week before others.
Right.
And so it's a major kick in the nuts.
I worry about that. I worry about people who would just go ahead and open them up and then start putting them on eBay because they know the price is going to be higher right then at the beginning, right? When no one knows what the ratios and everything are. So yeah, there's a lot of logistics in it. I'm hoping it'll go off without too much of a problem so we can do it again in December. But all that factors into it. Yes. When they
it's just so exciting. I think your head is in the right spot for this. And I think you're doing something that's super cool. And I think a lot of fans and collectors are going to be super into it, man. I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Well, before we give them too much of the tea, we're pretty close to the end of the show. I want to show you guys, everybody out there, a couple of the new issues that came out today that I really love. The covers on them. This is shout out to Cover Price. I really love some of these. Are going to be Heroes Con variants. And, yeah, shout out to everybody that's going to Heroes Con. Heroes Con is going to be crazy good this year. This is a Heroes Con variant. Vampirella number 3. This is the Katya Sinukina variant, and it is gorgeous. I mean, look at that.
Sinukina.
Oh my gosh, is that good? Mama! There's a bunch of colorways for it, of course, like we all know. Let's see here. Speaking of colorways, there's Mark's book. There's more. Awesome. But anyways, I really love that one. And then this is a Tana cover by Fuimara. Is fantastic.
Wow. That's cool. I love how the face comes off.
Right? This is a regular open order variant.
Nice.
And then look at this one too. This one's really beautiful too. This is the Lozano variant. Hold on here. There we go. This is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, the bunny.
Yep.
That is so good.
So those are both open order variants for Zatanna. There's also this Panosian Catwoman.
That's fucking badass.
Dog likes it.
This is a Heroes Con variant by Frizen for Harley number 51.
Oh, there'll be
I love the hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That is so good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Heroes Con. Everybody going to Heroes Con?
Cherry cover.
I haven't showed that yet. That's I'm gonna show that here in a sec. That's crazy, right? So this is another variant for Heroes Con. Do you have a link for that?
Is that Wonder Girl or who is that? Oh, is that Trinity?
That's
Okay.
Trinity.
There's the daughter of Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is a Red Sonja. That's beautiful. Heroes Con variant. Absolutely beautiful. That is Rudy Ayo.
Man, I took a while, all that fire and stuff.
Oh, beautiful. This is really good. This is Pastime issue 3. Look at the baseball card cover.
Dude, that's awesome.
This is such a good story right here. So, if you guys
It's like
aren't
an old
reading
school
it, make sure you
Satchel
read it.
Paige card.
Yep.
You know?
So it's basically like these vampires were playing in the Negro leagues back in the day. That's basically the play on it. So
I could so see that being an option, dude.
Oh,
That's
you
what
know
I'm
what I
saying. That's
mean?
kind of like something I'm gonna, watch at the movie theater or
Yeah.
see on Netflix. That's awesome.
you guys
What's
remember
that?
the very
Yeah, like
first
that Michael B. Jordan movie that just came out.
Yeah.
Sinners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
I just saw it like 2 days ago.
I mean,
Yeah.
What'd you think? You like it?
Yeah, for sure.
It's
I
good,
like
right?
vampires.
I like it. I
Love
saw
it.
it twice at the theater.
With those actors, it's great. Yeah.
that's the one cover that was so good for issue number 1.
That's so beautiful, man. That cover.
This right here, Igor Lomov, Grim Fairy Tales. Holy moly.
Our Igor?
No.
Igor, I didn't know you were an artist, bro.
Look at that.
Is that Snow White?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe
That's
so.
Snow
That's
Mama.
blue and yellow. I'm thinking maybe.
Mama.
And then here's a John Royal for all the John Royal fans. This one's okay. I like the ghosts.
It's all right. Like her
Yeah.
neck. She needs to eat, bro.
I know.
She
I
looks
know.
hungry, dude.
Yeah, J. Scott Campbell right there for sure. So,
Yeah.
and then finally, there is one more cover. There is a Jenny Frizen cover. There you go. Yeah.
Say it.
Whoa.
Say it. Say it.
Mama.
No,
That's
hold
a
on.
Wow, that's crazy. Who's that for?
This is the one
Just-
right here.
Go to Happy Comics. Yeah, there you go.
Is it happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's
Hey,
so there's
baby.
this thing which I don't understand. It's like you're guaranteed some covers, but they might change it, but it's $200. And then they're offering CGC SS for heroes if you order now for the different one.
What?
Like if you just click on like their home or whatever, I think there's the other one. It might have sold
Yeah.
out. And then I don't know. Yeah. Probably goodbye. So yeah, if you hit their home, there's a different color, and then I don't know if they're redoing the cherry that Adam Hughes did.
Looks like it.
It kind of confuses
Oh,
me.
hey.
The regular one sold out.
Yeah, this one sold
Just the
out.
metals.
Right.
Yeah,
The metal
60.
sold out.
And this is the only one left.
That one sold out. Nah, it should have.
Hey.
You
Mama.
you get both 1 and 2. So you get all these, right? And then one of these. Is it one of these?
Which
Something
one?
like that. I like the Zerties. I can't believe they're still for sale.
Mm.
But now that I said that,
Yeah, these
I'll
ones
give
right
it
here.
till tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
That guy's the man. Such a great time talking to him.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
Shout out
Yeah.
to MJ Comics for the £9 super chat. He says, fantastic
That's
show
like
as usual.
$100.
One of the best comic YouTube shows. Thank you, MJ. Appreciate you, brother.
Oh man.
Man, MJ's awesome, dude.
Oh,
He
you
was
paying
hot.
us a
Hey,
pound?
where did he finish off at on that comic book? I don't know if
MJ
Mark Spears saw that.
MJ, we watched your counterpoint video and we were rooting you on. So great job on that. That was excellent. And while we were watching, somebody went in there and bought 20 straight packs of the comic packs, right?
It was ripping, dude.
Is that what they're doing? So for those of you guys that don't know, let's take a look and see what the person
Dude,
is.
hey, so we got 2, 4, 6. We got 6 people here, bro.
So look, here's
Let's buy a pack.
Well,
dude.
hold on. Before you do, here's the last packs that have sold. This was 1 minute ago. Somebody got this Submariner number 3492. What did they do with
Okay.
it? Let's see here. He
It's
bought
not
it
bad.
a minute ago, and he's going to take a $40 hit on that. So it was 200. They would buy it back for 160. So let's see what another person got. This guy just bought a pack 2 minutes ago. Got Ultimate Comic Spider-Man 2398, $20. So he lost $180 on that.
That's so
Dude,
bullshit.
this is a 98. Dude, it costs more than that to slab it.
Dude, I call
What?
bullshit on that.
No, the buyback
that's
was
a little
130 on that one.
Oh, the 130. Okay.
Oh, what does that mean? Top offer? What is
That's
that?
somebody's making an offer for it. Maybe that's what it means.
Oh, so other people have an option to
Yes.
hit
Yes.
you up?
Yes.
Holy shit, dude.
And so, okay, so so he lost $75 on that one. All right, let's go back. So it isn't as great. James just got really lucky. This guy got an Ultimate Spider-Man number 198, and he lost 75 or $80, $90.
Dude,
I mean, look at this. It just keeps,
a fucking slot machine, dude.
it keeps
Dude,
going.
why do I feel like someone's gonna rip a fucking 8.5 of a giant size X-Men or some shit like that,
Well,
dude?
let's see what anybody's gotten very good recently. There's a 9.8 Batman Adventures 23, a 9.8 368. That's, I guess, okay. A 9.8 number X-Men number 2, old school. Look at that old school blue label of Amazing Spider-Man.
So that dude ripped. So he ripped 20 plus packs in the past 20 minutes when I looked, and he did 3 of his books were over 200 that he sold back, and one was 500 plus, which was the Marvel Premiere 15 9.4. So 3 out of the 20.
Look at that cap, dude.
So somebody, that's the one he just pulled.
That's
right?
the one. That's the one that he made money.
If you have an outlet, also, you can, considering what they offer, like you don't have to take it. Like that.
Yeah. If you're like, hey, I want this book,
if you're someone who sells, and like let's just say you don't have to use eBay and pay your 20% big, you have a good chance of making more money on that if you know what's going on. But we kind of know what they're getting at, man.
Yeah,
this is just.
It's crazy, bro,
Dude,
isn't it?
They catch in on however many books are in there.
Yeah,
You're just repeating, right?
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. Okay, so before we call it a night, we're gonna go through see if anybody has any pickups. But there is one major book that has released this week that I definitely want to talk about. For those of you guys that don't know, we're big fans of Pete Carroll, not the the coach over here, but the artist. And
this is a big fan of Pete Carroll, the coach.
Yeah, Exquisite Corpses by the Art of Carroll #2 variant. Look at that thing. And this is out today, right? This is
the Conglomerate. The name of the killer.
Dude,
so excited to read this.
What a great name.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
dude. Shout out to Tony Yang.
That's Exquisite Corpses #2. Of course, there's also the Polybag in there. So another cool Polybag variant that you guys can get, but it also has the cards in it. But look how beautiful that is. Such good art. Like I love how he took a different a look. He's from behind them and they're hiding their weapons. I love it. Fucking creepy as hell, dude. So there you guys go. Exquisite Corpses #2 is out. That's a beautiful cover too by Tula Lowtie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
wow.
But that is beautiful stuff. And speaking of Pete, Leg has probably the best pickup of the night. So we're gonna just start off.
I'll show that, and then I got a Kickstarter back.
Ooh.
And I'd like to show it with the Mark here as well, because sort of his alley. Anyway, so grab some stuff from Pete Carroll. Have not opened it yet. I think there's stuff in here that he did the original for. He had some on his website, and then he sent me an email. And he started doing more. Like the personal stuff for me. If you guys have watched this show forever, everybody knows I'm a Masters of the Universe guy. So
You are? Since when?
What?
So fresh from England here, split open. Come on, Pete. Oh, nice little package. Nice little package from him right here. What's he called? Ghosts from the Attic. Ghosts from the Attic we've got here.
Yeah.
Is the name of his store. Oh, he put together a nice little package for me. Maybe knew I was going to do this. It was so tempting. I forgot this at home last week, not to do this on Instagram or something like that. But you guys know I got to do it with you guys. So
yeah.
tissue paper. Get that off of there.
This is a really nice little
Packaged it up for me, man. He packaged it up
Fancy,
for
bro.
me. You know, now I'm gonna clip.
All the way from the UK.
Bro, he put wrapping paper on it, dude.
He did. He did.
Man, I would have threw that in some hay and mailed it.
Exactly.
I doubt that.
Put it in a cereal box.
Clearly being
Hey, Hood, you saw how I gave you those comics, man. They were just tossed in that box.
Bullshit.
You got him stopped.
Man, we could have put a 1-year-old in that box. It would have been that little kid would have been fine. Mark knows how to ship, bro. The baby's fine.
Sorry about this. All right. Here we go.
Oh.
So here are the prints. Let's see. Let's go with the stuff that I found on there. So, look at this.
What the fuck,
dude?
Hey, bro.
Oh my god!
I said prints. These are literally original. Art from Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
These
Original art from Pete Carroll.
these are original, guys.
These are
Oh my
original.
God.
These are not. So we're gonna go with the order of which ones that I
Shadow
got
Weaver?
online. Some of them, of course, He-Man and Skeletor are gonna be gone online. That's how it goes. But I was like, dude, get in the rest of this stuff. This is you guys don't understand how incredible that this stuff is right here.
Wow.
Right? How incredible this is. And then I think what we're getting to is what I asked him. What I asked him to do. Oh boy. So look at this Skeletor.
Oh,
dude, that is
Come
so
on,
sick.
Pete. Come on,
dude.
Wow.
Is that painted with like markers, or is it paint, or what?
I think it's pencils.
Hopefully,
It's pencils, I
color
believe.
pencil?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and these
Man,
are
it's
nice.
so
And it was kind of
bright.
hard. He listed online. It's kind of hard to know. This is like a full page piece of paper. Basically, not it's cardstock, obviously, but. And then I asked for a little specific, whatever I wanted. I was like, "How about some Faker and He-Man?" And
These are
and
tight.
here we go,
Bro.
right here we
Oh,
go
my
with
God,
some
that's
Faker
dope.
and He-Man. Right, it took a little time, not that much time, by the way. Like ample to do amazing work like this. I actually thought it was possible that they were a little smaller than this.
So for those
So
that
shout
don't
out
know,
to Pete. Thank you. Definitely, man. I gotta clip this.
Wow.
this
He
is
had
the
it up there, so
Skeletor.
I get to see it there. But looking at it like this, to see it right there, wow,
Man, that's
wow.
So it's painted with acrylics, Sean.
There we go,
Oh,
painted with acrylics.
Acrylics.
Okay, wow. So great stuff. These will be framed, obviously. I'm gonna try to get these. Wow. Yeah,
I mean,
you
look
can
how
actually
good
see
his
the
art.
acrylic
Like
paint.
he's so
The
good
acrylic
at.
paint right there. He is so damn good, man.
Dude, he's the best.
I love the colors.
With
Yeah.
the swords and everything else.
The swords are
And,
great. Like those look like playing cards, Like
Yeah.
Right. So damn good. Wow. This
Yeah,
is
and
incredible.
there's the Battle Beast.
oh man.
So good.
He's gonna be putting that up for sale soon.
The original art. Are you
Right.
kidding me?
Yeah, he offered it to me and an amazing price, but I was like, dude, like I want you to be able to kind of like take advantage of this moment and like set yourself up in the original art world, and like look, I would Sean knows like the price on his originals on his online are just stupidly cheap. Like they're crazy cheap. And I was like, Pete, you have to charge higher, and I want you to put it out there because I want people to people need to have it in their hands to really kind of start to build the stuff. And dude, it's okay. Sorry, my
Wait,
dog
so
just-
so what you're telling me is he hasn't raised his prices yet, and I should go buy stuff right now?
There's nothing there. I just
It's
checked
not
this
for
site.
sale.
There's nothing available currently on the site. Everything is currently sold out. But like,
that's how this happened. I cleaned out his last 3 Masters of the Universe characters.
like
And then he was
that-
nice enough on there. Maybe
Dude.
I dropped Clutch's name. I don't know.
But you can go on his site and see what his costs, what his prices were, dude. Like his zombie stuff were like 80 pounds. So it's like let's say $100 for one of those.
That's
Like,
my favorite Pete Carroll piece right there.
The
They
profile
were-
ones were like 40
they were
pounds,
less.
dude. Crazy. It's
they were
crazy.
less.
Bro.
So
I would have liked those crackhead turtles, dude.
dude, yeah. And he's the thing is, like, you see all these are all, there's a lot of newer ones he's doing. So like I think he'll be doing an art drop, I would assume, soon. But like with all the
Bro, see,
That's
crackhead
nice.
turtle.
dude.
I mean, look at these.
So good, man.
Like Pete is out of this world, man. And dude, like I tell you, like I can't tell you guys how much, like, you know, Brian bringing this guy to our attention and then us being able to work with him on stuff. Like we have so much in the pipeline right now, dude. And it's really exciting. You know, besides the corpses, there's, you know, we did the Battle Beast. We've got a couple other things that are like currently in production. We'll have a couple things for San Diego, a couple things for after San Diego, New York, plus other stuff. Like I think he's I mean, just such a crazy talent. It's so good.
Yep. One of the five for 2005. And I think that we can already mark a couple of those off the list of making it big. We already know one guy who's done that, and that's that guy right there. So
Yeah.
there are some great artists out there, you guys, that we love to talk about. Pete being one of them, Mark being one of them. Shout out to Suspiria. Shout out to Sveta Shabina. Shout out to Flops Comics. There's a lot of really great up and coming art talents. And I hope nothing but success for all of them. Mark is going to destroy this upcoming Halloween. We can't wait to hear that. So that's going to be amazing. Anybody else got any pickups?
I was going to use
I
another
can do
word, but I
the-
don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, you got the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a cool Kickstarter. Right before the Kickstarter, shout out to my boy Garage Goods, who sent me this Alan Qua Mad Bulls
Oh,
versus
bro, that's cool as
That's
shit.
dope.
Oh,
Garbage
God. Mad
versus
Bulls.
BBK, right? So Alan Qua cover, and he went online, had him sign it, but he's a friend, and he'll buy some stuff from me. Got to meet him at cons. Great guy. So shout out to him. Thank you for that one, real quick. Also, so there's a Kickstarter that finally shipped, the Gore Noir magazine, tribute to horror comics, things like that. Lady Death interview with Brian Polito on here. Here's the magazine, you know, so the in-depth magazine, but they made a miniature version because they were like, comic books will sell. So I bought the comic pack. So it's all homage stuff, right? So we've got Gore Noir. So we've got, you know, Terrifier on a Wolverine 1.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and I forget the complete differences in each one here. I just bought the one. I bought the one that had all the comic covers. You know what I mean? And clearly they said it's a comic size. It's not quite the same version of stuff. So anyway, I thought these were really cool. Waiting around a long time for these to get them in there. You know what I mean? So if you like horror stuff, I really love this. Really love the Lost Boys, Spidey 1. You know, some Freddy Spidey 1.
Oh, that's dope. That's so
Yeah,
good.
Man, that is so good.
It's freaking cool as hell, huh? And some Pinhead for it too.
I remember these. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they finally came in. They weren't that long. There's two.
Didn't you get a
two of these. So
101?
there's the bloody,
Oh man.
the
Wow.
bloody variant here for Terrifier for Wolverine 1. Or wait. The end of the first movie.
Yeah.
Gutted.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's the difference. I didn't.
Oh
post them
man,
up
that's awesome.
when I opened it, and then the not quite as bloody
Yeah.
or Noir 1
That is
on there.
quite.
So anyway, I thought this
quite-
was pretty cool. I wish I'd have bought a few more. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
All I'm hearing is you need to start sharing links anytime you jump into a Kickstarter. Is what I'm
That's
hearing.
true. That's true. I'm sorry. I usually get them from other
I'll
people.
bet.
Lots of stickers and stuff. All cool. But yeah. Anyway, thought that was cool.
That's it.
So instead of a pickups, can I show my grade reveals from my PSA submission?
Hell yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
I submitted this back in March, like the end of March, and it was supposed to be only like 45 business days. It's now like what, June? So that kind of tells you about how long. But the grades are nice. You know, when you get like the Otani 50-50 out of 25 and that hits a PSA 10.
Nice.
I think this is a home run card too, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trotting the bases, bro.
How about I was trying to get basketball in time also for playoffs, but you know, we're all obviously already in finals, so like I don't know. Like this would have been nice to have. Back.
It's still
I mean, it's a Genesis Jalen Brunson, so in a 10, so that was so nice still. I'll probably just wait until the start of the season.
Oh, here we go, Ja Morant.
Yeah,
Here we
you know,
go.
my jaw collection, right? I think
man.
this is my 2nd out of 10 for this card, so
That's
I have a
awesome.
10 now. I don't remember what the other one that I have is. It might be a 10 as well. I'll have to check. I do have the 1 of 1 of this, so I am trying to get the rainbow. I might as well, right?
Is this his rookie year?
No, it's what is that? 3rd year.
Gotcha.
What 2021? You get mad 2018, 2019?
2019.
2019 was his first year, so
yeah. Okay. Cracked Ice. This is out of 99. Bookend. PSA 9. What else is in here? Acuna Jr. Auto. This is from the Cosmic set. This hit a 10.
Nice.
So all the cards I needed to hit a 10 to like cover the submission and like make something, I did hit 10s on it. I mean, this hit a 9. I figured, you know, White Langford, good rookie. Being in Texas, you know, there's Rangers fans here as well. This is out of, I think this is number 2.
150.
Is it 150 or 250? 250, I think. But how about a rookie Jackson Holiday out of 50 hitting a 10?
That's big. Did you pull that?
Either in a break or a personal box off of like Fanatics Live.
Wow.
So I'm just happy the seller shipped it. So what else? I did pull this out of a box. Yoshida Auto from Bowman's Best. Junior Caminero.
10. Nice.
So that hit a 10. Jason Dominguez. That hit a 10.
Nice.
Drew
What was
Jones.
the wait on these again? How long was the wait?
This was March 25th, and it just now shipped.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be 45 business days, but it's way past that. Drew Jones Auto. This is kind of hurts. Pete Crow Armstrong. This is the MLB logo fractor. You can't really see it. You can see it there.
Yeah, I can see it.
This is out of 50. That hit 8. That kind of hurts.
Crack it.
Yeah. Singa. Same thing. Logo fractor. That hit a 9. 2nd year. Evan Carter. That hit an 8. I was really hoping that hit higher because it's, you know, the blue color match. This is a case hit. Ellie De La Cruz, rookie from the Cosmic set. You know, they do each of the planets.
Yep.
That hit a 10. So
That's
I'm
a
really
score.
happy about. Yeah. Y'all maybe remember this card.
Yeah, pulled in San Diego, right?
Pulled in San Diego, shipped all the way back in the sleeve of a store.
Yeah, you guys went to a Target, right, or something like that.
We hit up a
get beer.
Walmart. For a beer run, and then I was like, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's either going to have a shit ton of cards or nothing at all. And that's exactly what we found, a shit ton of cards. And then
Nice job, man. Good
yeah,
for you.
so yeah, I'm happy about that. Caminero, X Factor, that one hit a 9. Langford, that hit a 9. I'll just show the 10s. Lawler that hit a
that's cool.
10.
Oof.
Hell yeah, dude.
I did grade some home field advantage cards. This hit a 9. The Acuna. I did pull that from a jumbo box, I think. I bought this for dirt cheap. Like, I mean, I still can't believe Yordan Alvarez cards are super underrated still. That hit a 10. I pulled this from a hobby box. This hit a 9. Or maybe that was the jumbo. I bought these two different Ellie's home field advantage. That hit a 9. The other one hit a 9 as well. The rest are like top now cards where I hit numbered like Ellie's. Like this hit is 10. And this one hurts. Wimby out of 99 hit a 9.
Crack it.
Yeah, I could probably sell it more raw.
Yep. For sure.
And then I'll need that money, that down payment money for a new car. So
yeah, there you
I got one more.
Ooh.
Look at that 9.9.
That's
a
pretty.
9.9, bro.
An unholy 9.9. Thanks, Mark.
That's sick.
Wow.
That's a foil or is that a metal?
No, this is the foil. Yep, the foil with the trade. Love it, love it, love it.
That's huge, bro. That's a big deal. So, anybody else got anything? Clutch, you got anything?
Kitten?
No.
I wish I did. I've got so much stuff cooking right now, but
Yeah.
How many
I'm with you,
unopened
bro.
boxes do you have?
I'm with you. Hood, you got anything?
so many.
You picked up all
I
your
mean,
all your Mark.
my
I saw
monsters.
You're showing your monsters books. So good shit. Well,
all right, hey, do you guys? Hey, hold on. We can't end the show. Do you guys want to rip one of these courtyard things? I'll do it. I'll pull.
All right, let's do it.
Share your
Let's
sky.
go. All right, share
Okay,
your
we're gonna
sky.
root for
Clutch.
it.
Are we each gonna rip one? Is that what we're saying?
It's not going to be when them blind bags come out. You know it. Y'all gonna, oh man, we got to open one.
Yep.
Let me put my credit card information here. Blah blah.
Just put Hood's credit card information. It doesn't matter.
You know, just share your screen with that info up. You know, as you're typing it in.
Exactly right.
And then, or as you're holding it up to the camera too, right? So everyone can see the back of the card too.
Confirm purchase. All right, so I'm going to share. Hold on, I'm confirming purchase. I haven't done this yet before. I can't. Let's see. Check your payment info. No,
Real
come on,
quick,
guy.
I want to remind everybody this news came out. They're bringing Null back in the new Venom storyline. So
don't care. I already sold my Null.
Yep, exactly. Shout
I
out to
got
Alex who just
5
said,
on
"I
it,
put 5
so
on
nice.
it. Rip it." Oh my gosh.
Hold on, I gotta give me a little grief here, guys. Give me 1 second here. Let's try this bad boy again.
He's getting fraud alerts on his cell phone. Is what it's really.
I think that's what. Oh, that's literally what happened.
Boom! Called it. This guy sells comic. Why is he buying comics?
Why are you trying to buy more? Why are you trying to buy this digital gambling, guys?
No, it's real. We swear.
All right, hold on. Oh wait! Oh God! Hold on! Wait! Hold on! How share? Do I share?
No, you got to share
Present.
screen.
Oh God! Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Share screen. Share screen. Window.
And bro, I got 5 on
What?
it.
All right. I think it's there.
Oh wait, let me take Brian's off stage.
Do you see it, Brian?
There it is. Here we go.
All right.
Okay, hold on, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
Big money,
Let's do spirit fingers, bro.
That cat's got to eat.
I know. You guys ready? Mox, what do you think? Moxie, get up here. Come on. Mox, tall.
Oh, let me
Moxie,
let me
come on.
rub my emperor for good luck here.
Moxie's
My
in the
emperor.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that
Woo.
good dog.
Let's go.
Look at that
Lucky
good
Mike.
dog.
Let's go, baby.
Rubbing the emperor for good luck.
Come on, get it, clutch.
Oh! Black suit.
There we go.
Dude, let's
265.
Whoa.
There we go.
Sell for 517
Big
right
money,
now.
big money.
Sell for
ruined forever now, dude.
517?
Yeah,
You're
dude.
ruined forever.
Oh man, now I'm gonna have to go spend all my money tonight on this stuff.
Shoot.
Mark's
That's
gonna have
a,
another
that's a
Kickstarter
newsstand
by
white
Friday.
pages, guys.
I ain't gonna be able to go on vacation.
All right, so are we? What are we doing? Are we rolling? We're gonna roll.
Roll it, dude. Let's do another.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Sell it.
So all right, so let me see. I'm gonna sell it for 517.
Okay.
Okay,
We
buyback
got
is
enough for
4
2 packs, bro.
You got your
Well,
money
I love
back,
it
dude.
so much.
Now it's all on
That's
the
so
house.
good.
Let's see.
That's
Let's see
so
how
much
this
heat that
goes.
movie Spidey did.
House money, bro.
There's also a
Money,
6%
bro.
marketplace fee. So guys, like, understand it's like you're buying it for 90% off plus 6%. So
Yeah,
it's
80
16% off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Does it? How does this work? All right. Oh, what the fudge? All right, it failed. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it works better on
They're
the app.
like, we don't want it back.
All right, I'm getting bone on this one, guys. I don't
You might have
understand.
to refresh or something, man.
Maybe so. All right, I'm gonna do. We're just because I know I'm up. We'll do one more. One more,
Yeah,
guys.
dude. Might as well. Yeah, dude. That's not the worst book, man.
All
Those
right,
movies are so
I'm gonna
tough.
hide this for a second.
Those
All right.
black suits keep going up in
Yeah,
value,
hide
dude.
it.
That's actually a good pull.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Wow.
Not just because
That
it's
was,
worth
all right.
more
That was
than
pretty
you
good.
It's fucking ASM, bro.
All right, let's do it again. All right, cards on file. Let me do this here. Oh man, what the
I
fuck?
wonder how long you have to sell it back.
It's a good question. I mean, because I think when it's
guess
up in the
it'll
marketplace,
fluctuate,
people can see, and so that's why people are making offers on there because they can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a huge hit. 9-8.
Big hit,
Fuck
dude. It's a
yeah,
big hit. MJ, what do you feel? How do you feel? Am I on your heels?
Yeah. MJ, what would you do?
Bro,
MJ would,
it's the Emperor,
MJ would
bro.
flip it and go again.
Yeah.
Oh. Neither one of
Bro.
them wanted an ASM big time book apparently today.
Yes.
The most liquid
All right, we're
title
back.
in the
We're
history
back.
of comic books.
All right, here
All
we
right.
go.
Moxie, what do you feel, bud? You high five?
Mm.
You go high fives? Congratulations. Let's go, guys. Here we go.
Come on, baby.
Where you go to
Come on.
Vegas?
Come on. Come on.
Big money, big money, big money.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Another
163.
ASM, but
Older.
173. So not
Yeah,
bad.
not
So
bad.
we're
Kingpin
still
cover,
technically
bro.
up.
Yeah. Not
Dude,
too
it's got the
shabby.
old label.
Not
too
too
bad.
shabby.
Not too bad, guys. I'll take. I mean, that's close to break even, I guess, at that point.
Yes.
Hey, that's the old label CPR.
Yes.
Mhm.
We
It's
got
already
you, bro.
9.8 though.
We got you.
No,
That's
this is
fine.
9.6.
What
Oh,
was
it's a
the other
9.6.
one? The other one was a 9.
9.8.
9.8.
They're both 9.8?
No, this
No.
one's a 9.6.
The,
Oh, okay.
The
I don't know
70s
what's
one.
going on. This thing's gonna kick back.
Well, now they're not going to want to buy it from you, and tomorrow it's going to be down.
Kicking back. All right, so 9.6. That's pretty. I mean, that's not bad.
No.
No, dude. That's an overall win.
Did
For
you
sure.
sell it?
No, it didn't. It didn't go through.
So there you go.
What
you
about the
guys.
other book?
I do one more.
Look at that.
Yeah, but choose
That's
the
your
whole
call.
180
I mean, look, I'm up. I still got one more, right?
Oh,
So
all right,
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
One more.
Ain't my
Yeah,
credit
technically,
card. We
yeah.
can do this all night.
You know you're leaving for Vegas like tomorrow.
He's trying to get it out of his system now.
Please do not tell my wife, guys. She will murder
No,
me.
you're still up, bro. You're good. You're good, man.
We'll
You're
tell
not
you when
live.
you need to quit.
We're
Clutch.
not live. This is
We'll let you
backstage.
know.
But,
You know?
so I'm already getting offers on. So I'm getting emails from people making offers on those books already.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So I've got something said my collectible sold. I don't know what that was.
What'd you
it went,
sell?
I don't know.
Maybe it went through.
Maybe it went through and I'm not seeing it. So
MJ says this is awesome. Well, MJ, you caused this.
All right,
It's
we're
your
back
fault.
up. MJ, this is your fault, bud. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
Okay. Here we go, baby. 9.8. 9.8. 9.8. Come on.
Send down a big
This
one.
is terrible. I don't want to be here.
Come on.
Okay. All right, we're done. We're done.
Yep. That's it.
No,
Don't
but I
move
got
it.
a feeling
The next one is going to be better.
I got a feeling the next one will be a big hit. That's what it is. They gave you 2 low ones. This next one will be it.
So I'm
Mark,
looking
that
at the
big
thing.
hit
So
should
it
be yours,
says,
man.
I just got emails saying like my collectible sold. So maybe it did go through, but it took a second. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. Did it sell?
Oh, it looks like it. I don't know.
Yeah, from
I guess that's me right now.
Yeah.
All right. So it must have gone through. Okay. All right. Well,
Not too shabby. Not too
I'll take
shabby.
it, man.
What's the buyback on that one?
One more, and it's going to hit hard. It's
I
gonna be
mean,
a
sell it,
thousand.
Mark, you
sell it,
stop
Clutch, sell it.
Mark,
What
you
is the
stop it.
buyback on this
Come
one?
on, man. Hey,
one buyback
will they
is
take- will they
120
take trade? I got Monster Comics.
Buy
I'm
them.
gonna accept the buyback.
Yeah, just sell them all back, and then you're pretty much close to even. You just,
Pretty
you
much
just,
even on that one.
you just
And then
show.
you
I
can
guess
wait
how
one more
I got to
time.
figure out how I get that money back, where the buyback goes. You know. So
Yes.
Oh,
a lot of questions.
Blockchain.
Blockchain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have their own wallets they sell you.
So Courtyard
I think
IO.
I think Clutch is up.
So Courtyard IO, hit
If he
hit
got
us
the
up
500
Beyond Wednesdays,
Wait a
YTC
second.
at
So is this an
gmail.com.
NFT? That ain't a real book?
No, it's a real
No,
book.
It is a real book.
It's a real book. You can
It
have
is
it
a real
shipped
book.
to you if you want. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you? So what do they take? Do they take real currency or do they take?
I put in my credit card and I pay with my credit card.
Okay, so do they take like soul and all that kind of stuff? 'Cause I got some
Probably. I bet you they do.
Man,
I
well,
bet you they
let's
do.
go buy about 10 packs.
And we
There
will
we
extend
go.
the show.
That's the way to end the show. That's the way to end the show. So
Good Lord.
but
Wait,
shout out
hey,
to Courtyard IO. Hit us
I'm gonna
up.
do a version next week where I'll just say, guys, give me $20, and then I'm gonna whatever I pull out from the floor, you get. Right?
I
And
mean,
then I'll
I'm
buy
all
that
about it.
from you.
Bro,
I'm in
you
on
do
it.
that
I'm
shit,
in,
Mark,
dude.
you'll break the fucking internet, dude.
There's $20. What is this one?
Oh my god, dude.
Look at this.
Bro,
This is
you're
the
gonna
type of
make
shit that's
John
going to be in
pass
the
out,
blind
bro.
bags, you guys, right here.
Yeah, I just Venmoed you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So excellent stuff, you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Thanks for everybody that hung out with us tonight. Listen, before we go, eBay Live. Leg, what time are you on eBay Live tomorrow night?
I think I'm at
What?
4
What is
o'clock
that?
Pacific.
Hey, bro.
7
It's the
o'clock
Walking Dead
Eastern
one.
tomorrow.
This is the Walking Dead that's misnumbered. It says number 6, but actually it's issue 8 inside.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a Kickstarter mess up. Yeah.
So damn good.
So
I'm
Leg
I'm
at
live tomorrow.
what time?
I'm at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow because Drew's not on until around 6. So also you should check out Wanted Comics. He's gonna have Michael's live from the Sphere. Okay, well you can see the Sphere from the window tomorrow. So check out one. I'll be on at 4
That was
o'clock,
good.
and Drew
So
will be
I'll-
on 6ish or something. So
I'll be on a little bit after Wanted Comics starts, I imagine. Probably like an hour after he starts. I don't know how long he's going to go, but I'll keep an eye on it. But I'll be going tomorrow night after Wanted Comics, sometime around there. I've got a bunch of cool stuff we're going to be selling. We're getting ready for San Diego, you guys. So it's going to be a lot of good books available for sale, a lot of interesting stuff. We'll have slabs. We'll have all kinds of stuff available. I've been updating the website, you guys, over the last couple days with a bunch of stuff. So go check out beyondwednesdays.store, where you guys can score whatever new variants that we have with the Beyond Wednesdays crew. We have the grommets up now, limited to 500. And then also you guys can go to the eBay store, all kinds of slabs and new stuff being added. Vintage apparel and shirts, cards, vintage toys, all kinds of crazy old school Deftones shirts and original Marvel zombie shirts, all kinds of slabs. I've got a Hulk 181 available if anybody's looking for one. It's double signed by Trimp and Ween at a 7.5. I've got a lot of Alex Ross signed stuff. And how about some McFarlane signed books? 30190 signed by McFarlane, a 298 signed by McFarlane, a Batman 127 6.5, first Thanos all kinds of stuff. Go check it out on the webpage beyondwednesdays.store for all that information. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Hold on. I apologize. Let me get rid of that.
I won't be on Friday, but we'll be in Vegas this weekend. So hopefully some cool stuff, cool live shows from Vegas.
Yep, good shit.
But
So here you
that'll
go.
start on the weekend.
If you guys want to check out any of this stuff, they are available. There's the
What are you
whole
selling
five.
that Macho Man for?
What do I have the Macho Man for? I have the Macho Man for $279.
Is this stuff also on? Sorry.
It's all on eBay too. But if you see it on here, don't buy it on eBay. Hit me up. We can always make a deal. So, yeah, I got it here for $279. So, if you want it, Hood, you let me know, and it's yours.
I've got 2 of them. I just wanted to see, like,
what the price was,
motherfucker.
Yeah,
what the value was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
I'd say you need to raise the price, bro.
There's all kinds of stuff I'm putting up there, all to get ready for San Diego. I'm going to have a first Phoenix up there, 9.2. I'll have a bunch of toys. I got a bunch of, I got a cool Frizen stuff. I got the Spider-Gwen #1 Frizen variant, which is dope. And then I've got that first Frizen cover that she ever did. I put up an 8.0, I think, of that. So if anybody's looking for any of that old school Frizen stuff, there's a bunch of that.
Man, how much you got that Montana pack for, bro?
1,200.
Oof.
Yeah. I opened Joe Montana rookie pack, cello pack with the Montana rookie on top. It's graded a PSA.
Oh, fucking badass, dude.
How much are you selling Frizen's first
He was on
work
top
for?
of the cello and you cracked it? Wow.
Yeah, no, didn't crack it. This is 225. It's an 8.0. Tough book, 225. And then I've got, other crazy stuff. So go check it out. BeyondWednesdays.store. Help fund San Diego this year. And we'll see you on eBay Live tomorrow night. Much love, you guys. See you soon. Adios.